Da-da. The challenge lives. Well, good job on keeping the challenge. I'm just saying, your post-nut clarity will be, like, really weird. A few more days. Good luck. The Great Depression. That's fair. Wait, no, I didn't mean that. This one. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our Tales from the Court. Let's go ahead and do this first. We'll do our commission quests, Elemental Mastery, and then we'll just move on back to the Hangout event of Shakonian Hazo, or whatever the freak. I'm not reading this because I've already done this commission quest so many freaking times. What? I still have mail? Huh? Oh. Okay. To the smithy. I don't know what it is, but it seems my computer screen's really dark and it's bothering my eyes. Maybe it's just me. Let me check. Like, the brightness on my computer screen is already maxed out. Hopefully my computer's still okay. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. It feels like it's darker than usual.
Skyward!
Okay. Yay. Okay. Doing something. And then that. Ooh, barrel conch. Woo. Hands up. Oh, wrong one. You this one. Cursed puffer fruit. Will you not know your place? Whoop. Oh, we're doing this again. Okay. What's up? What's up? Where is he? Oh, I didn't know. Oh, that's a hot spring. Where is he? Ah, he's over here. Okay. You want a poopy magical girl show? You love it, but it was poop? Oh yeah, sure. What is it? Magical Girl Spec Ops Asuka? The ending was garbage? Ah. Interesting. By the way... Oh, there's still one more commission quest. And then I will have successfully filled up all my story key fragments and my story keys. But the manga might be okay. That's usually the case. Usually the manga's better than the anime. According to Zap, Data Live, like, the latest season of Data Live was the final season for the anime of Data Live. However, apparently, the manga goes, or like the light novel, goes longer than the anime. Which is really interesting. It's kind of just like, apparently Data Live wasn't making as much money as they used to make with the anime. So I guess they chose the 5th season to be like the final season, even though, according to Zap, the light novel and the manga has like more stuff that happens after the 5th season of the anime, but only for the manga? Interesting. Dang, why? Oh, it was just like, I don't think they had the funds to keep the anime going. I'm glad that they were able to just, like, you know, finish the anime. Because, like, I like it when you can finish an entire series. Especially if, like, you know, if the manga's finished, I hope the anime finishes up to the catches up and finishes to the manga as well. Because that would be nice. Okay. What happened to the love of the game? I don't know. It's just, I think it's just faded. Like, you know how, like, out with the old, in with the new type of deal? Like, Data Live has been around for a while. Like, I know it's, like, to some people that it's not that long, but it has been around for a while. And same with High School DxD. I mean, it's still doing collabs with Senran Kagura New Link, but, like, it's one of those things where it's like, alright, I think it's about time to just, like, put the curtains on it. Some things need to end for other things to begin. It's nice to bring it back every once in a while, but it shouldn't be going on for too long, unless it's One Piece, in which case, keep it going.
Thank you for
because there are some series that shouldn't be kept alive for too long, and then there's some series that, yeah, you can keep it on. Like, a good example, SpongeBob. There's also Detective Conan, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece. Okay, yeah, it is. It's freaking old. I love it, don't get me wrong. It's freaking old. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, I think we need to pull the cord, man. Respectfully. No, I agree. Yeah. Time to go to this domain. Oh, we're in Sumeru.
These could be salvaged for parts.
They could indeed be salvaged for parts. Oh, there's the domain. It's just over here. How did I not see it? This is for Elemental Mastery, and then we can go on to, I don't know. Oh yeah, the freaking Hangout event. Yo! Oh! Oh!
Shoot on sight.
Smash? Oh yeah, I'm gonna smash them hard, alright. They have tails, they do.
No one escapes my sight. Wipe out. Time to testify.
You can what? No.
Ready.
shadows.
No escape.
Skyward! Stray clouds converge! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Yeah! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward!
Oh, well, that one's down.
Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Hunt them down. Ready. Seize the skies! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Woo! Alright, one more time, and then we go to the hangout event. Hooray!
Yeah! Scatter!
Doink.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah!
Doink.
Let it rain.
Time to testify. Loaded. Scatter! Stray clouds converge. Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Make way for the Adeptus! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward!
No!
Skyward! Yeah!
That's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. That is just how you do it. That is how you do it. Leave. Alright. What was I doing? Alright, we're continuing the hangout event now. Okay. What were we doing? What is the thing that we need to do?
Scatter!
Oh.
Hey, why are we talking way over here? Oh, you're not trying to get away from Goro so he can't overhear us, are you?
Very perceptive. Seems even Paimon has her moments.
Dang.
Let me ask you, do you believe in intuition?
Huh? Intuition? Where are you going with this?
My intuition tells me that General Goro is lying.
What? How could you say that? Although he did seem a little on the serious side today, but Goro's a good guy.
Good people can be deceptive too. After all, everyone has their secrets.
What makes you say that?
Well, in my opinion, the timing of his appearance was a little too coincidental. Sanganamiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been on Watatsumi Island. Yet I had never seen General Goro even once. But today he came out and met with us, and even commissioned us to investigate a case.
Maybe that's because the Traveler is here today, and Goro thinks he's more capable.
Really? Huh. Then that makes things even more peculiar. If there are powerful players behind this case, and he needs to draw upon external support, then he should have taken action sooner rather than wait until today. A more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some unspeakable secret, and he had to intervene to prevent us from digging any deeper. Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise that investigating the merchant Godot on Rito will yield no results.
Whoa, are you serious? But this is all just a hunch you have, right?
Actually, there is another key factor behind my reasoning, though you may not believe me. I sense something special about Goro.
Something special?
Yes. Whatever is missing on this island, I sense it in him.
Whoa! Hold it right there! Are you saying Goro's a thief? As in he took something valuable?
I don't think that's the case,
It's
Paimon.
not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my intuition.
This certainly doesn't line up with the Goro I know.
Sure, I trust your judgment, but perhaps you're overlooking someone else, the true leader here.
Alright, you've convinced me that there might be some secret here. What do we do?
It's simple. We should just investigate whatever it is they're trying to hide from us. And what were we planning to do just before Goro showed up?
Oh, we were going to talk to the leader of the caravans. Yeah, someone named Todoroki.
Bingo. There's no time to lose. Let's go talk to this Todoroki.
Okay. Oh, wait until night. Gotcha. Todoroki, get the boiling water. Okay, that was a good one, Rit. That was a good one. And Endeavor has, but yeah. I like, you know, after in the story of My Hero Academia, I will say that Endeavor is one of the only characters that I once did dislike, but now like a lot, because the man is trying to redeem himself. I have major respect for people that can do that, you know? Become better. Just for the better, yeah. Yeah, you don't hate him? That's good. I used to dislike him. And then, once I realized he realized his mistake and did what he could to rectify it, I was like, alright, he's on my good graces again. The trauma made his son interesting? For sure. I was so infuriated when Todoroki refused to use his fire quirk. I was so angry. I was like, listen, Todoroki. I was like, I will not use my father's power. I'm like, you're not using your father's power. That half-cold, half-hot quirk is yours. That is not your father's flames. That is your flames. Stop it. Dude, that's what I was thinking. Dude, I was literally thinking, Todoroki, you're so stupid for thinking like you're using your dad's power when you're not. That is your own quirk and in your own power only. Oh, I did see the ending when Todoroki killed Dabi. Spoiler alert. I did see the clip on YouTube. Although I need to watch season, 6 or 7 of My Hero Academia. I am also stoked to see how they will finish off the My Hero Academia anime side. I actually read the ending of My Hero Academia, just saying. I liked it, so. Watch the world burn. You did? What? Excuse me? Dang, the spoiler alert after. Oh, shoot, Rit, Dudette, I am so sorry. Spoiler alert. Don't worry about it. You're right, I won't worry about it, but I will still feel bad about it. I'm sorry about that, Rit. You hate Todoroki now? Why do you hate Todoroki? Explain yourself. Is it because of what I did? I think I like Todoroki, though. You good dude. Dabi was the better brother? I don't know. That's up for debate, not gonna lie.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh, keep quiet.
That was cute. Hey, it's Todoroki.
He leads us.
Oh shoot, we're doing it. Bro, how can you see me? Yeah, that's what I thought. Keep moving. Oh, you can still see me. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, wait. No, don't climb the building. No! Whoa, bro, the man's staring right at me. Aether, get off the wall. Oh.
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, the Nobushi were all still asleep. We captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back here.
I'll take a look. Everything seems in order. Good work.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of grain in the village has decreased.
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect on our bodies? But thankfully, you also brought back some life-saving medicine.
Things are improving thanks to the help from those up top. Oh, by the way, what is the state of the village's inventory? Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow morning after I go to the Sangonomiya Shrine and get instructions from General Goro.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list. Just follow us.
Huh? The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Goro say all the stolen goods were headed to the International Trade Association?
And Todoroki said he'll get instructions from Goro tomorrow. Interesting. It appears these seized goods were never stolen. There's something else behind all this. Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads.
Glaze lilies? What are these doing here? Shouldn't it be crystal marrow or something? This box is packed so tight. It looks like it could burst. Let's see what's inside. Huh? What are all these plants and flowers? Oh, there's a small note here.
A torn bill. The handwriting has been smudged by water stains, making it difficult to read. Only a faint outline of the words Foreign Trade Association can be seen at the signature.
Whoa! Genshin? Paimon was expecting to find Sango pearls.
I got 2 carrots.
So, did you find anything?
Whoa! Look at all the Genshin! And glaze lilies too! There are also tons of other plants and flowers Paimon doesn't know here. Weird.
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported from Rito, the price would be jaw-dropping. On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that they were most likely smuggled. Yes, very interesting. Now, where did the Nobushi get these goods? How about you? Did you find anything else?
There is a bill here addressed to the Foreign Trade Association.
Foreign Trade Association? I've never heard of such an organization in Rito. And if it's regarding foreign trade, then smuggling is an even more likely possibility. All right. In which case, I have a rough hypothesis. First,
Huh? Who goes there?
Oh no! We've been spotted!
Huh? Wait, Captain? Is that you?
Oh, so it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. We almost mistook you for bandits. Captain, do you remember us? During the war, I was in the field hospital with Masashi. Teppei brought you to see us and helped find medicine for us.
Oh, was
Hey,
Teppei
come
the
on now. The Captain wouldn't forget. I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. We haven't seen you ever since...
Is it bad to say I kinda did forget?
When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were only going to see General Goro and Her Excellency. The guys are all really hoping to see you.
How have you all been?
We're fine. You don't have to worry about us, Captain.
No, you're not fine. Captain, you may not be aware, but Masashi previously fainted on the front lines. The doctor thought that it might be a neurological condition caused by overstimulated emotions. It's pretty serious. According to the doctor, if it hadn't been for the medication he's been taking, he would have developed dementia. And that was assuming the best case scenario.
You're one to talk. Don't forget why I fainted in the first place. It's because I heard that you got yourself killed by an arrow. I couldn't handle all the emotion. Later, I found out that he'd been shot in the buttocks and it was only a mild injury. I had an emotional breakdown for nothing.
What do you mean for nothing? I got shot not by 1, but 2 arrows in a row. The first arrow was to the left cheek, and the second arrow was also to the left. And because the arrows were poisonous, the wound still hasn't completely healed yet. I have to apply ointment every day, and I'm constantly worried it might reopen while I sleep.
Look
Bro,
on the bright side.
2 poisonous arrows to the left butt cheek. That's one thing. You used to be on the front lines until you got an arrow to the buttocks.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about us. What brings you here, Captain?
Tell me about these goods.
Oh, these goods were all seized from the hands of Nobushi and treasure hoarders. Todoroki was the one who provided us with the intel. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while also confiscating the goods.
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? He's the one we're working for now. Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the caravans, with Todoroki at the helm.
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. Even though he was just a farmer before, he's now successfully running the caravans. And his 2 sons were also our brothers in arms.
What's the fanfic?
Both
What'd you
received
find?
a special medal of honor from General Goro. which is quite remarkable, don't you think?
So, as injured veterans, we've been reassigned to Todoroki. He's the one who gives us orders and pays our salaries now. What do they call that again?
It's called changing careers, dummy.
Ah, right. Changing careers. Anyway, I think the whole caravan thing is wonderful. Our region wasn't very prosperous to begin with, and the land can't grow any crops. We have to pay a hefty price just to get basic food from outside. I can't even imagine trying to maintain and feed an army like we did during the war.
I see. I think I understand the general situation now. May I ask where the apprehended criminals are?
Oh, and you are?
Don't worry, he's a friend of mine.
Ah, I see. The captain's friend.
And you're no longer horny? That's good.
It should be
You
okay to
survive
tell you
another
that.
day.
We apprehended all the culprits and escorted them to a temporary location not far from here. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have other duties tonight and won't be able to take you there. Why don't you wait for a moment and I'll find someone else to show you the way.
It's alright, you can return to your duties. We'll find the way ourselves.
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. All I need now is to confirm it with the apprehended bandits. Let's go. Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose.
Oh, I didn't even get to hear the rest of the story.
Please forgive us, sir. We are nothing more than petty thieves.
Sir, what do I look like? A commissioner? Does my friend here look like a commissioner to you?
Officer! Officer!
First, I'm gonna need to ask you a few questions.
Sure. Go
I
ahead.
look like a
Ask
Shotokan tag? Who? Oh, you look like an FBI
The
case.
soldiers discovered many valuable goods in your camp.
The
goods don't
detective?
appear
Ah,
to be
that's
from
fair.
around here. So the question is, where did they come from?
Oh, the goods? Right, we picked them up at the beach.
You picked them up.
Man
Well,
looks 15? That's
no.
fair, you're not wrong.
Actually, stole them.
I love the Now's
Tell me
voice
the
actor.
whole story.
Yes, sir. I mean,
Bro.
officer.
Like,
We
Hazel
took those goods
basically
from a
is
small
like
merchant ship just off the beach.
exuding like high school pro tag
Exactly.
energy right now.
You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned the goods, and we simply came and picked them up. But next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives, and we're all apprehended.
Yeah, give them a harem, give them OP
We didn't have a chance
superpowers
to
and stuff.
stash away the goods before we got caught.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting up a
Welcome to
fight.
N-Hentai Mother Freaker during your
You
senior
expect me
year.
to believe
You're right.
We just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not bragging or anything, but our boss is pretty intimidating.
Wait, is this the same voice actor for Arataki Ito? If it is,
Anyone.
peak performance.
You really expect us to believe all this?
No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off an entire squad of soldiers. When they noticed us, they went running and dropped their goods. I swear, I still remember seeing tons of Sango pearls and crystal marrow on that load. All nice and shiny, too. Ooh, it was amazing. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. It just happened that our boss had diarrhea that day and couldn't hold off the pirates. This luck of ours.
Wait a tick. Pirates?
Yep, no doubt about it. They came on a massive ship, and their captain was a...
Beto, gosh dang it.
We had no idea how powerful she was. It was like boom, boom, thud. Only took 3 hits before she knocked out the boss.
A pretty lady with an eye patch?
Oh. Does this description remind you of someone, Paimon?
No! Doesn't remind Paimon of anyone.
Gosh dang it, Paimon.
Okay. And how about you?
Oh, that's right, we gotta keep her secret. I was like, why are they... Oh, right, that's right. Me neither.
Really? Okay, I'll take that as a no. It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki is striking a shady deal with a group of pirates, while General Goro appears to be assisting with the cover-up.
What? How
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning to get Goro's
You're
instructions
excused. And yes,
before the
Sentai. What's up,
caravan
Tsubaki?
leaves.
Welcome to the stream.
Now is the time to address any doubts you may have. Tomorrow morning will be our moment to confront them. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well.
Your final
The
question?
question of what important thing this island is missing. I can feel some
How are you
connection
doing
to
today,
the question
Tsubaki?
in Goro
I know I
and
mentioned that
Todoroki,
earlier in the stream. I was like, 3 days till
and
Natlin.
Musashi.
And I'm not gonna lie,
Finally
by
have
the
it
time
together.
Natlin drops, I will have finished all the Hangout events, and all the story quests, and all the Archon quests. So I will be pretty up to date for Natlin. You're good, I'm glad to hear it.
Let's get some rest. I'll see you at Sangonomiya tomorrow morning.
Farm Knitch mats already? Oh, that's fair. Hi, what's up? Okay. Oh, Knitch materials already. That's what you meant? So whenever you guys were saying Knitch mats, I thought of like card gaming mats for Knitch. Oh, it's materials for Knitch. It just connected just now. I'm sorry. The following day between 8 and 12. Alright, fine. Wait, can I just... Yeah, right there.
Skyward! Scatter!
Get over here. Okay, thanks for confirming,
Who are
Tsubaki.
you?
Hello, Todoroki. I'm Shikanoin Heizo, Special Detective of the Tenryou Commission. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time now. Mind if we talk about that for a bit?
You can't just go around spewing such nonsense, young man.
And what if I'm not talking nonsense?
Ridiculous. I don't have time to listen to this. Get out of here, you little brat.
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you, Todoroki, so I'm sure you must have heard the old saying. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but on the scale, they weigh more than 1,000. So the question is, do you want to put your goods on the scale or not?
What are you trying to say?
Well, nothing. All I want to hear is you personally confirming what we already know to be the truth.
Masashi! Tokuda! Arrest these people!
Huh? Todoroki, what's wrong?
Who dares to cause trouble at Sangonomiya Shrine? Huh? Wait, it's Captain? What are you doing?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secrets of Watatsumi. We mustn't let them go.
But, no. There must be some kind of misunderstanding. Todoroki, this is the captain of Swordfish 2, one of our own.
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? A long-term goal of Watatsumi is to revive its trade and commerce. And since you have been assigned to work with me, it's my orders that count around here. I don't care if they were your captain. Would you dare disobey orders?
What do we do?
Well, what are you waiting for? All right, I see how it is. If you two won't do it, I will.
I really hoped it wouldn't come to this. But here we go.
Wait! Everyone, stand down!
General Goro! You're here.
Good thing Goro's
My
here.
apologies, Traveler, Detective Heizo. I wasn't telling you the truth. Todoroki, the Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi Island. Without him, Watatsumi Island would never have found the peace it has today. We mustn't raise our weapons against him.
How could you be so naive, General Goro? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decides to investigate, we won't be able to hide the truth.
I mean, you're in safe hands. It's just Aether and Paimon. I don't know about Hazel though.
Let's not kid ourselves. If going to jail could solve the problem, I would go and turn myself into the Tenryou Commission right now. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Not to mention the chance of astronomical fines. Can you afford that? Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. Plant 100 radishes here and maybe only 3 would grow. And those 3 combined would still be smaller than just 1 carrot imported from elsewhere. You can't grow food or medicinal herbs here, and if we buy them from Rito, we pay exorbitant taxes. My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? He died because there was no medicine to treat him. You awarded both of them medals of honor. But did that save their lives? Can medals heal Tokuda and Masashi's wounds?
No.
No. It was the medicine that I got that saved their lives. If we detain them today, the shogunate will never
They got
know what
water.
we've
I
done.
mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Besides, they're only a few months away now. We will set them free once the new bill is passed in just a few months, and everything will be okay. None of what happened here will be mentioned again.
Barren as in they
Watatsumi
can't
Island will
have
continue
stuff to
improve.
improve their economy, essentially.
I understand, Todoroki, but they won't.
I can trust the Traveler won't, but...
Thank you. Traveler is in the clear.
Officer. Forget it. You're the general. I'm just a radish farmer.
Wait, what is the bill you just mentioned?
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. The bill exempts taxes on goods that are in short supply on Watatsumi Island.
Oh, that's
Once the
good.
bill's introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we need from regular marketplaces.
Oh, I see. Man alive, I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about we put your fears at ease and I'll stick around here a little longer. You know, until the bill is introduced.
Huh?
Oh, Detective Hazo, are you saying that...
You mean you're willing to stay here, young man?
Come on, you two. What's with the strange looks? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from being a detective, I'm also an ordinary tourist who likes to enjoy good scenery. I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will be more and more traffic between the two sides, and more people will be coming to visit Watatsumi Island. I have to take the opportunity now and enjoy this place while I still have it all to myself. Before long, tourists will start pouring in.
Thank you, Detective Hazo. On behalf of the people of Watatsumi.
My pleasure. But one good turn deserves another, does it not?
Oh, you mean there's something you wish to request?
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogunate, but the traveler next to me isn't. As far as I know, he's planning to visit other nations soon, and it is unclear if he will return to Narukami Island or not. Therefore, there's no need to limit his freedom, right? I'm sure no one else will hear of what happened today. Am I right?
Make a loud and resounding promise.
Well, it's settled then. He will always be an important partner to Watatsumi, and I would never dream of limiting his freedom. So please, don't worry, Detective Hazo.
I mean, Aether saved Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate.
There's a chance I'll lose my cool.
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth earlier. It's a serious matter, and I didn't want outside parties to become involved. But today, I realized my poor judgment. How could I possibly hide anything from Detective Hazo and the Traveler?
I'm glad you understand now. But, in all honesty, I'm the one who should be thanking you. It's because of you that I was finally able to reach an answer. After all, nothing makes a detective happier than putting a case to rest.
Ah, I understand now. You really are an interesting person, Detective Hazo.
No, I'm afraid you don't quite get what I mean.
I'm sorry?
Wait! Paimon gets this one! It's the answer to your question, right? The one about the thing you sensed coming from Goro and the others. Now you figured it out!
What? The thing you sensed coming from me? But I always have excellent personal hygiene.
That's not what he's talking about.
No, not like that.
Hey, Traveler, could I talk to you for a moment? Besides, I haven't had a chance to thank you yet.
Alright.
I apologize again for not being completely honest with you. I truly am sorry, but I had to do it.
I understand. By the way, does Kokomi know about all this?
Ah, yes, Her Excellency. Well, let's just say that the war brought many terrible things while also forcing us to learn a lot.
Right, but that still doesn't answer the question.
Well, aren't you curious about who's been pushing for the new commodity bill? It certainly isn't the Conjo Commission because it doesn't immediately benefit them. And we don't have any connections there.
Yeah, it's kinda as if the gods suddenly appeared to offer you a divine hand.
Yeah, the gods. I was invited to attend the Iridori Festival on Narukami Island with Her Excellency a while back. At the festival, I waited in the marketplace while Her Excellency...
What did she do? I don't remember.
She went to the Conjo Commission to see Lady Yai, purportedly for a book review, but there were other items on the agenda too. The meeting wasn't made public. Following her return, we began our attempts at boosting commercial activity, and it wasn't long before there was a push for a new commodity bill on Narukami Island. So, what do you make of it? Do you think Her Excellency knows about this?
Oh. Oh, okay, so Kokumi knows. Kokumi and Yai Miko know.
Hey, there you are. Come here. Look, look. It's beautiful, isn't it? Watatsumi Island. It's remarkable how such a barren land can give life to such wonderful and stunning scenery. To be honest, I am grateful to you for this trip. Before you arrived, I was running around like a headless chicken. Even if I happened to find out what was going on here, I wouldn't have been able to uncover any concrete information without you present. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so for the time being. So please, cover for me in the meantime, okay?
Have you really decided to keep the whole thing a secret?
It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience I had on my trip here. Besides, that's not what I wanted to investigate anyway.
So now you have the answer you were searching for?
Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they said brought me closer to the answer. And now I finally get it. Watatsumi Island is an ancient land where the soil is poor and many crops do not grow because it's lacking a certain thing. But what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough to stand up and resist the gods and accomplish what they knew could not be done. This is yet another instance in which that certain thing shines, that missing element. That certain thing is what I sensed present in Goro, Todoroki, Tokuda, and Masashi, which is the true vitality of this land. I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. That something from this island had evaporated into thin air. Because even something that evaporates is not gone. It's still there, just in a different state of being. When water is heated by fire, it evaporates and eventually finds its place in the sky. Similarly, when the land was harmed, its vitality evaporated and eventually found its place among the inhabitants. This is the final answer I've been searching for. Anyway, thanks again. You know, even though we just met, I wish you could be my partner all the time. Call me Grady, I guess. But, of course, I know that's impossible. You have your own journey to complete. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hopefully keeping my memories from
It
evaporating.
is. I will say it
sound
is.
in my mind.
I agree, Rhett.
That way, I'll always be able to remember the
Guy's pulling off all, like, he has the voice of, like, a player, just saying. Yeah, that nice, smoky, smooth. Yes, right?
And vitality. And you too.
The way, like, he's talking is really nice. Memories do not evaporate. The journey will end, but the memories will remain. Okay. Sounds like male Meg from Hercules? Ah, okay. Oh, wow, that was just one path. That was all. Wait, hold on. Intercourse now? What up? What happened?
Yeah. Scatter.
Something vital is missing.
You gonna do the other path? Yeah.
Isn't that bizarre? Something...
It's missing music?
That was an unexpected response.
Yeah.
It'd be
Like,
right at home and
to get all the rewards from a
Interestingly,
hangout event, you have to do all the
didn't have
endings.
the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this really just some random dream? Some people believe that dreams represent the divine's helping hand, which I suppose is understandable. However, if you ask me, dreams have
Okay,
nothing.
we skip. I think your dream's really out there, but I'll tag along since you're determined to stay.
You really care about others, don't you? You'll make an excellent partner. Well, let's get started, shall we? First, we can search the camp for clues.
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found pretty much the same.
Alright, what's going on? I really don't know, like, how... Like, what's the path to do something different?
Captain, I see you.
Okay. Whoa!
Hey, why are we...
No, you're overthinking this. We should go to Rito and investigate this Goto character.
Being too suspicious, am I? Well, even suspicious people have their duty to uphold. In which case, I'll stay here and get back to you once I figure out what the secret of this place is.
Oh! Okay, there's an alternate route right there. Hazel promised that you shall meet again before leaving. Oh! Oh. So... that was a mistake on my part. So... I'm confused. How do I...
Isn't that bizarre?
Okay. It's missing a deity?
You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interesting answer. But the Electro Archon hasn't abandoned this place. Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place, so I became even more intrigued. Was this real?
Your dream's really out there, so I think I should bring you back first. There's someone concerned about your safety.
Someone concerned about my safety? Then it must be Ryuji, right? I suppose if you insist. All right, I'll accompany you back to the police station first. We can discuss the issue of Watatsumi Island later.
Yay! Found the alternate route. Thank God. Okay. I was like, I don't see anywhere where you can have like an alternate hangout event route. Like, what's the route? Because like tomorrow I plan on tackling Kave's hangout event, and then after Kave will be Kaya, and that'll be all the hangout events currently.
You're finally back. Listen, if you took any longer to come back, everyone at the police station would be toast.
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi. However, something does feel a little unusual about the police station this time.
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madam Kujo-Sara is here, and she's on the warpath, so be on the lookout.
What's that lady doing here?
Doshin Shikanoi, I see you finally returned. Please, enlighten us. What have you been doing recently?
Okay. I was just out investigating a case.
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't take any cases.
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me. These two can attest to that.
Traveler? Paimon, what are you two doing here?
We're the ones who brought Hazel back.
Brought him back? Can someone please explain?
Well, Madam Kujo-Sara,
Because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin, we commissioned Detective Ryuji from the detective agency. Shortly after, Ryuji returned to tell us, that he had given the commission to the Traveler, and then...
It used to be that the Tenryo Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems these days others are now assisting us. You've done it this time, Shikanoin. I think I've really seen it all.
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens to assist one another?
Ahem. Actually, he did seem to be investigating a case.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation. He even pretended to be captured by Nobushi and treasure hoarders.
Oh? Is that so? Well, since you were testifying for him, I suppose I won't ask any more questions. But since you're here, I have an extra favor to ask. I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. It'll be your duty to ensure that he handles his case properly, and that he doesn't disappear and neglect his work again. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the appropriate compensation.
Yeah, no. I think she has physics too, by the way, Rit. I really wish I pulled Kujo Sara when she was on a banner. I don't think Kujo Sara was on a banner when I was playing. Actually, no, she probably was, but I just never really... It was before my Genshin High, which I'm currently in. Well...
Heizo seems to be happy with the idea.
She is. She on banner. She used to be. How long will she come back? I have no idea how long it was or when she'll come back, but if she comes back, I am totally pulling for her. Understood. Leave it to me.
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Otherwise,
Look at that.
I don't
Look
think
at. I love her outfit. She's so hot. I love Kujo Sara. I remember like seeing the cinematic cutscene with Kujo Sara, and I was like, dang, she's hot. I love her.
Against you. Please consider carefully what to do with it. I do not wish to see another one. Understood?
You gonna cosplay that? Alright.
Huh? Someone filed a complaint. That can't be right. Why would there be a complaint?
Someday.
You must not be doing your job properly, and now you're attracting complaints.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madame Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, we all know that Heizo-senpai is a real whiz when it comes to cracking cases. He's the biggest asset in our team. Several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements. He's definitely no slacker.
Then he must have gotten himself into some kind of trouble.
Well, let me see what's the deal here. Oh, and since you agreed to be my...
Oh yeah, definitely. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, it's the breasts.
Where new case files are kept right over there. Would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with?
I think you need to deal with your complaint letter first.
Of course. But first, I have to confirm what's going on, and whether or not the letter's legit. Please, have a look at the case files first.
Okay, I guess.
Interesting. Even Doshin Shikanoin can receive a complaint letter.
This is quite unusual. Who could possibly lodge a complaint against Heizo? It's not easy being a Doshin.
Case of the missing Eastern Express. The beloved dog Eastern Express reportedly went missing late in the night. The owner discovered 12 canine footprints of varying sizes in the courtyard, leading to the initial assumption that the crime was carried out by a teen.
Who would give a dog such a strange name?
Asians. The Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. There is a slacker who claims to be the Prince of Mischief terrorizing Hanamizaka. Children have reportedly been losing valuables in the area, the bulk of which are Oni Kabuto, Genius and Vacation Trading Card Game cards, and so on.
What? Not him again.
Is it Ito? It should be. It probably is Ito. An approval reply for Heizo Talks Fraud. Police station, your application for the public awareness campaign Heizo Talks Fraud has been received. Following review, your station has been authorized to run the performance with Shikanoin Doshin in charge of the related work. The headquarters of the Tenryo Commission.
Heizo Talks Fraud? What's that? Sounds interesting, whatever it is.
So, have you gone through the case files? Is there anything that caught your eye?
An approval reply for Heizo Talks Fraud.
Oh, have they approved it already? The Tenryo Commission certainly has become more efficient ever since Kujo Kamaji took office.
So, what is Hazo Talks fraud?
It's an anti-fraud public awareness event. Basically, think of it as a short play about fraud. We'll get a few people to perform an entertaining drama in order to raise public awareness about the issue.
Ooh, so it's a play? Paimon likes the sound of that.
I thought you're only interested in major cases, not petty things like fraud.
Well, see, fraud is a major issue here. You've traveled between different nations. I'm sure Mora isn't really an issue for you. You have to understand that scamming the poor of their money is essentially robbing them of their lives. Left unchecked, the situation could potentially deteriorate into something more serious.
That makes sense. But will putting on a performance really work?
It's hard to say. Preventing crimes is more difficult than solving them, there's no doubt about that. But prevention is also a more worthwhile cause. Maybe only a small number of people who attend the event will ever actually encounter a scam artist. And even then, of the handful of attendees who encounter said scam artist, I doubt many of them will be able to see through the scammer's ruse. But if even only one person escapes the clutches of a scam artist because of my event, then I'm willing to put on this play for that person.
Alright, count us in! Today we are the anti-fraud messengers!
Great! First, we need 3 actors, 2 to play the scam artists and 1 to play the victim. I already have a couple candidates in mind for the roles of the scam artists, so come with me to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Okay, I guess we're going to the shrine.
Ooh, if we're going to the Grand Narukami Shrine, are you planning to recruit Miko for your play? She'd be really good at acting.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Kano Nana?
Hazo, what are you doing here, you little brat? Oh, and the Traveler, too. So, I assume you're here to see Lady Yae?
I honestly don't know who we're here to see.
Hey, come on, cuz. Maybe I'm just here to see you.
Oh, cousin?
Don't play your little games with me. If the Traveler isn't looking for Lady Yae, then you must be here looking for Etsu, right?
There is some chicken fat on my glasses from Jollibee. Ah. It's hard to get it off if it, like, dries up.
You still know me best, cuz.
Etsu?
Please wait here. I'll go get her.
Huh, so we're not here to see Miko? Bummer.
I'm flattered, but even if I wanted to, do you really think I could convince Lady Yae to join a little event like mine?
Get the Traveler to ask her next time. He can do it.
Yeah, I could. After waiting a little while, a young woman approaches.
Well, hello, Detective Hazo. It's been so long since you last came to see me. You know, it's cruel to keep a girl waiting.
Hey, community service isn't all bad, is it? I'm sure it's better than prison, at least.
Prison?
That's right. I was careless and found myself caught up in a case of fraud. Detective Hazo arrested me, and I was sentenced to prison.
For the record, I'm not the one who technically arrested you.
Oh, come now, Detective Hazo. Don't pretend like you don't remember the part you played. You have a cold heart, Detective. Colder than an icicle in the middle of winter. How would those Doshin have nabbed me if you hadn't provided evidence of my involvement and whereabouts, They were so bland and functional. Not like you, Detective. When you took me down, you knew exactly what you were doing.
Did this dude do a one-night stand?
How did you end up here at the shrine?
I'm here doing community service, of course. After all the information Detective Hazo managed to squeeze out of me, he promised to help secure a reduced sentence from the court. But in the end, they hardly reduced my sentence at all. Even after serving a lengthy prison term, I am still required to perform community service. I have to spend the entire day sweeping leaves or wiping floors. Just look at what the work has done to my soft and delicate hands. So, don't believe a word that comes out of his mouth.
I helped you get community service because you were credited with assisting the investigation. But if you find it too exhausting, I can always send you back to prison again.
Oh, come on, Detective Hazo. Now you're just toying with me.
Don't give me that. Listen, I'd like to invite you to the anti-fraud event I mentioned last time. It's tomorrow night, and you'll be a VIP guest. Let's see. Appearing in the event would be equivalent to... what? 5 days of community service? How does that sound?
Only 5 days? That's hardly anything.
5 days not enough? Okay. How about 4 days?
Hey! That's a day less than what you just promised me, Detective Hazo.
Oh, my mistake. 3 days.
All right, I'll go. Just stop playing with my heart. And may I ask, will they also be coming as a guest tomorrow night?
Hi, I'm Godfred.
No wonder you're treating me so coldly today, Detective Hazo. Looks like you found someone else to keep you company. And what a charmer they are. I get what you see in them. I mean, you'd have to be blind not to.
Etsu, now's not the time. If I hear you talking like that to my friend again, I'll make your community service even more unpleasant than your time in prison.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I had no idea they were your friend. Really.
Well, now you do. Just be sure you're ready tomorrow. I'll send you the location, time of the event, and the script. So don't be late. All right, on to our next candidate. He should be in town right about now.
Okay, I want to assume that Hazo and Etsu had a one-night stand.
Oh, Detective Hazo? He can't stand people like me. I'm sure of it. Although he sounds polite and friendly, I can tell that he treats inmates convicted of fraud differently. He's really got something against us. Do you think he may have been defrauded himself before? Impossible. Who could ever be cunning enough to fool Detective Hazo like that?
Hello there, traveler. I must apologize for my cousin. He must have been causing you all kinds of trouble. He's always been quite a handful. But I promise, he doesn't mean any harm. If he goes too far, please, by all means, put him in his place. And if he dares protest, just tell him he either does as he's told, or he'll have me to answer to.
Roger Dodger. Alright.
Mr. Iba, how are you doing?
Oh, well, if it isn't Hazo. Thanks to you, I haven't kicked the bucket yet.
Well, it's good to see you're alive. And well.
All right, out with it. I know you wouldn't come see me for nothing.
I see you're still sharp as ever, Mr. Iba. Look, have you had a chance to think about that anti-fraud event I mentioned to you last time?
You can forget it. I'm pushing 71 this year. You think I want to make a fool of myself?
Are you sure? You know, this event is very well funded. And now that the Sakoku decree has been repealed, I heard that your granddaughter Kazumi wants to take the chance to travel. If you participate, she can go without worrying about money at all.
Huh? How did you know? Sure, I paid a hefty fine at the time, but I can still afford her travels.
A hefty fine?
You're Hazo's colleague, aren't you? How haven't you heard about this?
Well, it just so happens that Mr. Iba was a well-known figure in Inazuma back in the day. His Iba Trading Guild was even bigger than the current International Trade Association.
Don't bring it up again. If I hadn't been misled by that foreign merchant, I never would have become a commercial scammer. Fortunately, young Hazo here has some respect for the elderly and applied for a probationary sentence. Otherwise, I don't think I would have ever seen the light of day again.
Well, if Hazel was so good to you, then you should help him out too.
He's not as innocent as he looks, you know. He just knows it's easier to get information when we're chatting outside. Ask him if you don't believe me.
Those are some pretty harsh words, Mr. Iba.
Anyway, I can't help you with that, event, or whatever you call it.
Ah, man alive. What should I do now? I already told Kazumi that you'd show up and caution everybody about avoiding fraud. I'm sure it'd be beneficial for everyone, and Kazumi even agreed to come and listen. How can I explain to her that you were too worried about being embarrassed? She might even think that you feel no remorse at all.
You imbecile! You should have told me about this first.
Come on now. How could I have known that you'd refuse to participate?
Why, you... You sure are a crafty one, just like your father.
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? Using my granddaughter to force me into some event. People these days.
The world needs you to step up. I will send the time and place of the event as well as the script. So don't forget to prepare.
All right. Very well.
Well then. Now, we only need to find the last person to play the role of the fooled victim. We don't want someone too clever for this role. Otherwise, they'd see right through this ruse and the drama would come to a grinding halt.
Not too clever. Oh! Paimon knows the perfect candidate.
Arataki numero uno Ito.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. I've seen him in the police station a handful of times, though I've never actually spoken to him before. Do you know where we can find him?
Well, we did just see a file called the Prince of Mischief in Hanamizaka. That's gotta be Ito. He must be in Hanamizaka.
All right then. To Hanamizaka we go. Oh, but knowing his reputation, I'll need to bring a little something along just to guarantee we can secure his participation. You go ahead. I'll catch up.
Oh, getting on the wrong side of Hazo really was a mistake, huh? You two want to know what happened? Oh, there's not much to it, really. As soon as I heard Hazo was on the case, I knew it was over. I took the easy way out and confessed to everything. After all, what else can you do when a cyclone is heading your way?
Cyclone?
Hazo's nickname. It's what all the prisoners call him. Haven't you heard it before? There's nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. For criminals, Hazo is a force of nature nobody can contend with. Alas, if only I'd known.
Oh.
Got her!
Here? Hey! Yo, Ito!
How about that, kiddo? My little Prince of Mischief's got some moves, huh? Guess that means your Oni Kabuto is now my Oni Kabuto.
Ito! What are you up to?
Huh? Oh, Paimon, my compadre. This is a nice surprise. What brings you out this way?
We heard you were bullying kids.
What? No, it's
He's
not.
a nerd.
No, it's nothing like that. They let me look after their Oni Kabuto just for a little while for safekeeping, and then, once they've gotten stronger, they can come and take him right back.
You win some, you lose some.
That's right, my little guy. Good attitude. All right, see you around. Okay, yeah, bye.
There's just no helping this guy.
Actually, we'd like to invite you to an anti-fraud event tomorrow night.
Oh, an anti-fraud
Wah was
event?
wah.
I'll level with you, compadre. I have no idea what that is, but if you want me there, I can think of nowhere I'd rather be. Oh, except that there's this Oni Kabuto Battle Royale tomorrow night that I was planning on going to. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. No holds barred. Winner takes home all the Oni Kabuto. And as you can see, my Prince of Mischief has a pretty good chance of winning this thing, so if it was any other day, you know?
Do you think all of those Oni Kabuto together would be a match for my one? Here's a picture. Let me know what you think.
Huh? What this? What is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this thing? Look at those beautiful demon stripes. Those razor-sharp horns. Is this the fabled Emperor Oni Kabuto?
This is a small token we provide for VIPs. If you're willing to attend, then one of these will be yours at the end of the event.
Whoa. Okay. I'm there. Wait a sec. You look familiar. Who are you anyway? And furthermore, do Oni Kabuto really come in this size? You're not trying to con me, are you? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to think that you're a contestant in tomorrow night's Oni Kabuto Battle Royale! Yeah! You lost to me in a previous Beetle battle, and now you're trying to get the reigning champ out of the way. Without Prince of Mischief to contend with, you'll be free to sweep in and take all the Oni Kabuto. Am I right or am I right? Nice try, you little punk. 10 out of 10 for the pitch, but, you picked the wrong victim.
Okay. Then again, consider this. If your Prince of Mischief isn't competing, what's the point of me taking part? After all I'd stand to win is a bunch of puny little larvae. No?
Well, you've stumped me there. You are completely right. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Sorry, my bro, my main man, my buddy. I had you all wrong.
So, you're sure this guy's our best choice?
Yeah, see? He was already wondering if you were trying to con him.
Then allow me to introduce myself. I'm Shikanoin Heizo. I've seen
I know,
you around a
right?
few
Bro,
times
he's like the
before.
definition of one brain cell.
Huh? Oh, yeah, I remember now. No wonder you looked so familiar. You were that guy who was in for stealing other people's Onikabuto, right? Listen, Heizo, hombre, did you apologize to them? You can lose like a man, you can win like a man, but you can never steal like a man.
Oh, look who's calling the kettle black.
Ito! He works there, for crying out loud! He's not one of your fellow inmates.
What? Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? How could I forget? Of course I know you. I remember you now. For real, this time. You're the guy who sells lavender melons at the station, aren't you?
I'm going to puke. Oh my god.
At the police station? Don't be ridiculous!
I know what I saw, okay? Several times now I've been sitting there starving in jail when this guy comes and slips me a few lavender melons on the sly. Didn't even want payment. Solid guy.
Yeah, that was me. But it was only because your assistant, Kuki Shinobu, asked me to look out for you.
What? So Shinobu was behind it? Wait, so hombre, you're not a lavender melon seller?
Look, we're getting hung up on all the wrong details here.
I feel like
The important
Ito's a bit much for
detail right
Heizo.
now is that I am the host of tomorrow night's event. And if you show up, the Onikabuto in the picture is yours. Deal?
Deal. Done. But, could I get another look at that picture first? Just, a little peek-see?
You'll have all the time in the world to inspect the real article once the event's over.
Okay, sure. I can wait. So, hombre, is there anything I need to do to prepare? Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my A game, all right? No half measures here. I'm gonna do this right.
He sure picks his moments to start acting responsibly.
Okay, so for this event, you, my, bro,
Had to prep himself up to say bro.
play along with 2 other VIP attendees. The main thing we ask is that you just relax. Try not to be nervous. I have the script, right here, if you want to take a...
Script? What? It sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki
Oni-chan,
gang
what the
perform
fudge?
before, huh?
Uh-oh.
Don't you worry, hombre. The Arataki gang is a little beyond the need for scripts.
Oh, God.
You'll see, this Onikabuto will be well worth your investment.
You, don't need a script? Wow, well, now I'm excited. See you there tomorrow night.
You bet. I'll be there. I'm gonna tell the gang about this, too. They'll all be there to support us.
Oh god, it's going to be a disaster. Oh god, it's going to be a disaster. Guys, this is going to be a disaster. I'm all for it, but this is going to be a grade A disaster. Oh my gosh. Do-do-do.
If you are presently
Alright, what do I got? What do I got? Nice.
unoccupied, perhaps
Wait
we
until the
could
following
stop
day
all at once abode for some
for
repose.
20 to 2400? Oh, it's a... Huh? Okay, I guess I have to do this again. It's about time for me to do my Honkai Star Rail dailies too. Go to the event venue?
Please speak to President Song. I'm just...
Yeah. Scatter! Skyward! Scatter!
It's almost time. Everyone ready? All right. then let's get this show started.
Oh, I can't wait, Mr. Hazo.
Let's get going, Hazo.
Emperor Oni Kabuto, hang in there, Your Highness. I'm coming for you.
It takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Welcome to the first Hazo Talks Fraud. I am your eponymous host, Hazo. Okay, I'm delighted to have you all here today to explore the topic of fraud. To help everyone avoid becoming the victim of scam artists themselves, we thought we'd invite several VIPs with a lot of experience in this area to perform a little play with an anti-fraud message. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Miss Etsu, Mr. Iba, and the venerable gentleman, Mr. Arataki Ito. Without further ado, let
Your
the
defenses
show
now,
begin.
your strongest force is going on a hike to try to capture a femboy. Oh my goodness. The music starts and the actors take to the stage. Hazel narrates from the side.
It was just another.
Oh god, I'm scared. Ito's improving.
Miss Etsu brought her elderly grandpa, Iba, into the police station to report a crime. There, they were greeted by a kindly Doshin, surname Arataki.
Doshin Arataki, please help us! My poor grandpa has been defrauded!
Doshin Arataki?
Oh shit! I can't, this is so bad, it's so cringe.
Oh my god! And he asks himself that age-old question. Who am I?
Yes, you are Doshin Arataki!
Oh shoot, Etsu and Iba are in it for the long run, guys.
Oh, so I'm in the play. Okay, got it.
I'm in the play.
Okay, I got this.
Oh god, this is too much.
Ma'am, can you tell who it was that defrauded your grandfather?
Oh, I can't.
Rest assured, the Tenryo Commission and I are here to bring
Power
them
through this,
to
guys.
justice.
Power through this. Oh god.
It was too late when I found out. They took all of my grandpa's money, and all they left was this note.
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes this is more complicated than he thought. He takes the note in his hand and reads it out loud.
I am the Raiden Shogun.
Oh no, they added the Shogun in there.
And urgently need 200,000 mora to secure my release. Please place the ransom mora on the north coast of the deserted island. When all of this is over, I will promote you to General of the Tenryo Commission.
Oh god, Ito, don't please tell me you don't believe that.
Almighty Shogun. We cannot let Her Excellency come to harm.
Oh god.
But this is a scam, surely. I mean, 200,000 mora? Kinda lowballing it for the Electro Archon, don't you think? Shouldn't it be like, 300,000 at the very least?
Well, I suppose so, but Grandpa's already parted with the money.
Well, then we gotta get it back. Is there still time?
Ito, I swear to god, if you actually go
Before I
there.
could go out to look for it, Grandpa received another note.
Doshin Arataki takes the note and reads it out loud.
This is so cringe.
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to publish a photo book. I urgently need 300,000 mora for publishing fees. In return for your support, you will receive a limited edition signed photograph.
It's Miss Hina. We can't leave poor Miss Hina in a tight spot.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 mora enough?
God.
Maybe I can get a photo of Miss Hina too. I mean, we gotta help Miss Hina out here.
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki. Snap out of it.
Oh, right, yeah, no, yeah. If Miss Hina
Bro, Ito's voice actor is the GOAT. Oh god, it's so cringe, but I'm enjoying it. It's just, I cannot keep a straight face. I cannot sit still. This is just too cringe.
Don't know who they're up against.
Well, anyway, not long after Grandpa handed over the money, he received yet another note.
This is a comedy now.
Doshin Arataki grabs the note and reads it aloud.
I am Arataki Ito. I was recently framed for a crime I totally did not commit.
Nah, that's not a scam.
I am in urgent need of 500,000 mora as bail. In return for your help getting me out, I will bring the whole gang over to thank you personally at your house.
Must be a scammer, surely. I've never heard of this
What's
person,
up, Rit?
and they're asking me for 500,000 mora.
Wait a minute. This is a scam. I'm Arataki Ito.
But you want the 160 primos?
You are? But your name tag says...
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gaze to the name tag emblazoned on his chest, which reads, Arataki Shmito.
What kind of whack job script is this? Am I me or ain't I?
So, the bail money?
Nope, no
Exactly,
way, not a
Ito.
chance.
No more, no
Arataki
less.
Ito would never ask innocent people for Mora in order to post bail.
Oh, he is so dumb. He's the epitome of, like, dumb idiot.
And get this guy off our streets.
Just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous indignation, the sound of Miss Etsu's weeping
Oh,
brings his
God.
attention back to her.
Stupid as heck, but good, yeah. Yeah, no, I bet those are actual tears. She has to deal with Ito.
We're gonna catch the people who did this.
Even if you do catch them, how are we ever going to get Grandpa's money back? Oh, whatever are we going to do about all those Onikabuto?
Onikabuto? Wait, what was that about the Onikabuto?
Ito.
Oh, well, Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village.
Bro, I think Etsu has to improv. She is struggling. She is carrying the play.
To buy from him. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity.
I'm so glad I'm playing Honkai Star Rail 2. I just need something to keep my mind away from this cringe fest. You right back? Okay. Oh, how long is this scene gonna last? Oh god, this is so cringe. I love it, but it's so cringe.
Grandpa will have to pay huge damages. Oh, what are we going to do?
Man, what's that saying? It's like, it never rains, but it snowballs. Exactly what we're dealing with.
Etsu, my dear, don't worry. I'll sell the house if I have to. We'll find a way through.
But then where will we stay? Please help us, Doshin Arataki. All we need is the 500,000 mora that was taken from us. Can you help us raise it? Or maybe you could lend it to us? Grandpa's business is going very well. We just need help getting over this hurdle. Doshin Arataki, please. If you lend us the money, I'm sure I can make it up to you by...
I won't hear of it. As a public servant, I would never dream of taking advantage of a person in need.
I was going to say, by giving you part ownership of the Onikabuto farm.
Oh, so that's what you were... yeah. It's not as enticing an offer as I was... wait, an Onikabuto farm, how many Onikabuto did you say you have? Because if it's more than, say, 10...
10,000.
What? 10,000? That's more Onikabuto than I've seen in my whole life.
Please help us.
Oh my god.
As long as we get through this,
Gotta watch some TV? That's fair. Enjoy watching your television.
yours to keep.
10,000 Onikabuto. Hey, if I looked after them, they'd have little baby Onikabuto. And then the little baby Onikabuto would grow up and have little baby Onikabuto of their own.
Doshin Arataki is struck by a sudden wave of pure elation. His face breaks into a big, beaming smile. But what does he do next?
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you out. But 10,000 is too many. I can only accept 1,000. Wait, no, what am I saying? 500 Onikabuto. As a Doshin of the Tenryou Commission, it is my duty to serve. How could I abuse
How
my
long is this
position
gonna
to
last?
take advantage of you?
That's great news, Master Arataki. What a wonderful person you are. So strong and handsome and committed to doing the right thing. It's rare to find these days.
Yep, that's me. All right, there's just one final question that needs answering.
What question is that?
The question is, where's my Mora? Huh. Yo, Hazel, my hombre, question for you. What's the salary in the script? Oh, also, any inheritance or other lump sums I should know about? Basically, can I afford this 500,000 Mora? I mean, Shmito. I can afford it. Kid Shmito.
Ahem. Faced with a damsel in distress, Doshin Arataki remains level-headed and asks that other age-old question. Where's my Mora? Suddenly, he feels a strange compulsion to slide his hand into his pocket.
I think Hazel's starting to lose it too.
A bank check has been quietly nestled all along. He draws the check out and inspects it. Today is payday, and this is his salary. The amount? 500,000 Mora.
Whoa, check it out! A check for 500,000 Mora!
Oh.
Where'd you come from, buddy? Misatsu, get this. Turns out I just got paid 500,000 Mora today. Well, here's your
It's
Mora.
hard for me. I'm like, is he actually thinking this is real, or is he trying to be part of the play?
Thank you so much. Master Arataki, what's wrong?
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. But wait! Just as he is about to hand over the check to Miss Etsu, he hesitates, tightly pinching one end of the check betwixt his two fingers. All he needs to do now is release the check, and it will fall into Miss Etsu's eager hands. But let go of the check he does not.
Master Arataki, let go!
Wait. Something's not right.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion? Has he finally realized the truth?
So, this is an anti-fraud show, right?
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to life in Doshin Arataki's mind.
Since this is an anti-fraud event, I have a question.
Is he about to ask the most critical question of all?
I gotta ask.
This is it. Here it comes.
The Hazo.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000.
I knew it. He went the distance, but went into the wrong location.
You telling me the average Doshin can do all that on one pay packet? I don't know. Seems pretty fishy to me. Hey, compadre, what do you think? Am I being scammed here?
Hazel! Ito's cheating! He asked for help!
As the spark
Hazel is like, bro, I'm done with him.
Doshin Arataki clutches around in desperation, hoping to find a source of fuel to feed the flames of enlightenment. Traveler, are you going to help this poor man out of his predicament?
Ito. Just follow your heart.
Follow my heart. All right then. There's no way a Doshin makes 500,000 Mora in a single pay packet. Two innocent victims, Miss Etsu and Mr. Iba, come to a Doshin for help. And the Doshin, whips out a 500,000 Mora check? Yeah, likely story. There's only one possible explanation. Who's got two horns and carries around a fake checkbook? Yep, this guy.
Ito, wait, what?
With this fake check for 500,000 Mora, I almost swindled Etsu and Iba out of 10,000 Onikabuto. The last.
Did he just do a reverse car? He's like, no, I'm the scammer.
My mind is blown. Craziest plot twist I ever heard. The criminal was the main character all along.
Oh, God.
Miss Etsu, I'm afraid I can't let myself give you this fake check. But I will do everything in my power to raise 500,000 genuine Mora for you.
What the?
Oh, jeez.
In the end, Doshin Arataki listened to the voice of his heart and narrowly avoided being defrauded in his own unconventional way. But regrettably, he failed to ask the critical question. Who in their right mind would give away Onikabuto for free? I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Onikabuto? Free Mora? Or does nothing in life come for free? Thank you all for watching Hazo Talks Fraud. Don't get greedy and you won't be needy. Stay alert and you won't get hurt. You never know where scammers may lurk. See you all next time.
That was nice. Hazel saved it in the end with that jingle. The show ends on a high note with thunderous applause.
Wait, my man, what did you mean when you said I avoided being defrauded? I thought I was the fraudmeister here.
Maybe someone should have read the script. Miss Etsu and Master Iba were the scam artists. Duh! You were the one they were trying to scam.
What? Huh? What? I was being conned? Darn, I can't believe they got me.
Well, you still managed to protect your money. In the end, they didn't succeed.
Yeah, but that was a happy coincidence. They scammed me, and I fell for it.
Guessing it wasn't your first time either, huh?
It was such a cheap trick, too. Oh, this is killing me.
The trick is a common one for a reason, but don't underestimate it. That's how you end up being a victim.
But how am I gonna protect my gang if even I get fooled by such cheap tricks?
You brute force it like the Oni you are.
In fact, you know what? I was also conned today. Yeah, me, of all people. Does that make you feel better?
Are you talking about Ito?
You too, hombre? No way!
Were you just con? Are you saying that you got
That's
conned because
impossible.
Aether offered
Just
you
trying to cheer
Ito?
me up.
Oh, no, it's the truth. Please, just take a look at the present I got for you.
Oh, he's playing along with it. Ito opens the box that Hazo handed to him. He went with the flow.
Wait, why can't it move?
That's just it. I'm sorry to say. It's just a figurine.
What? A figure? You mean it's a fake?
Yeah, and it's all my fault. I was duped by the Onikabuto vendor's false advertising. What a colossal fool I am. Taken in by a common street vendor? Ugh.
So you really were conned, dude! Let me take a second to let that sink in. Ugh, gotta say, although I didn't get my Emperoni Kabuto, somehow, knowing that even Hazel got conned kinda puts me back in a good mood. It's, strange. Maybe I'm sharper than I'm giving myself credit for. Great minds think
No,
alike,
you're not.
so, me and my hombre here, kinda equally matched. Hey, by the way, compadre, looks like you're the only one out of the three of us who didn't get conned today. But you better watch out. We got fooled not because we were stupid.
No, it's because you're dumb.
Those scam artists are some crafty dastards. I want you to have this figurine as a reminder of the fact that today, Hazel and I both got conned, but we both grew a little wiser too. I hope that whenever you see it, you'll remember how cunning those con artists were, and how difficult it was for Hazel and I to see through their schemes. Then, you'll always keep your wits about you, and you'll never become a victim yourself.
Yep, that's right. No one will ever manage to con you.
The three undeceivables. One of us has been tricked, but it isn't me. It's not me either. It can't be me, right? I mean, are you kidding? And that just leaves our little flying lavender melon. That's great. That was just the second ending. Oh.
The mechanical arts are too profound.
Oh, that's cool. So each of the files is an ending. Nice.
Skyward! Skyward! Scatter!
So, have you gone through the case file?
There might be a Prince of Mischief bullying children in Hanamizaka.
That case should be easy enough. Just leave it to Uesugi. This complaint letter I received is more important. I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might be able to wrap up this problem.
Alright then, tell us about the complaint letter.
It's from Sango, the president of Bantan Sango Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before?
Yeah, I know you two have some beef, and it appears to be pretty serious.
You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for personal gain and blatantly concealing the truth behind the Ryuji case from years ago. Seriously, do I really seem like the type of person who'd do that?
Yes.
Concealing the truth? That definitely sounds like something you would do.
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright? Let's just go to the detective agency and talk to Sango. We'll need to speak with her to get to the bottom of this.
You don't sound happy about that.
Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Welcome back, Mr. Hazo. I'm glad you're all right. How about some tonkatsu? You must have missed the taste of home after so long.
Maybe next time, Ryuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me. And I'm afraid they're only gonna be disappointed once again.
Well, look who it is. The great Detective Hazo. What nonsense were you talking about just now? I've been worried about you, you know. So much so that I took the trouble to write that heartfelt letter to the Tenryo Commission. Well, was it sufficiently flattering for you?
Uh-oh. They're at it again.
Let's not waste the traveler's time, Sango. Just tell me, what do you want?
Fine by me. My request is simple. Disclose all the details of the Ryuji case. It's time you stop hiding the truth and let me investigate it thoroughly.
First of all, that case has already been solved. Second, I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. And third...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo Commission. I will not give up on this case.
Oh, wait! Hold on! Can someone please explain what's going on here? Paimon doesn't have a clue what you two are talking about.
All right, let me explain. Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. I was still working at the Tenryo Commission then, and the victim was actually my dear boss. Due to various factors, I was deemed to be the top suspect, which is why it's called the Ryuji case. Also, Hazel wasn't a part of the police station back then. He was a detective at the agency. Which at the time was called the Bonton Sango and Heizo Detective Agency.
Huh? That's crazy! But, wait. Then why did Hazel leave?
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison. Fortunately, Sango then promptly proved my innocence and caught the real murderer.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off. Am I right, Detective Shikanoe?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly, so much so that she suspected the real murderer was someone else. Of course, Detective Heizo was also helping with the investigation, but after a long time, he still came up empty-handed. Later on, he decided to join the police station to continue his investigation on the inside, which is why he left the detective agency.
Ha! That's what I thought too. I was foolish enough to believe that Detective Shikanoe and I shared a common goal, but I was wrong about him. He has no sense of loyalty at all. He just wanted to become an official as a means of gaining fame and fortune.
Come on, stop exaggerating. Let me set the record straight here. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside investigation. That's just somebody's wishful thinking. Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later from within the police station. My conclusion was that the suspect Sango had caught was in fact the real murderer. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police station, I did exactly as she asked. I didn't hide anything.
He's lying right through his teeth.
That's it. I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's my supervisor today, they have complete access to all the police station's files. If he's willing to help re-examine the case and arrives at the same conclusion that I did, then you won't have to doubt me anymore.
Whoa. Huh?
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on, say it.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just wondering if you will interfere somehow.
The thought never even crossed my mind.
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means, and let him investigate the truth on his own.
No problem. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Well, Traveler, are you willing to help me with this? Will you agree to re-examine the Ryuji case and find the truth? You can bill me later for however much you'd like as compensation.
Sango, really? However much they want?
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason I started this agency. The Ryuji case is the only case I failed to solve. I am willing to give you anything.
No need to go that far. I'll help you for free.
All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoe? Ha! Now we just need to wait and see.
All right, I got it. No need to keep yammering like that. You'll scare the kids next door. Come on, let's go back to the police station.
Okay.
Traveler, I believe you can find out the truth. That Shikanoe is hiding something. I just know it.
Sango and Detective Heizo are both great people, but when they're together, only arguing ensues.
Oh, suck it up, Ryuji.
Dang. Sango needs a chill pill. Just saying.
Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
All right, hang out here for a sec. I need to go to the archives to get the case files. For now, Why don't you go and chat with Yoriki Owada over there? He worked on this case too back in the day.
You seem to really want me to look into this.
No, you misunderstand. It's not that I want you to look into this. It's just that you're the only one who can. You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities and abilities. So I hope your findings can finally convince her and put an end to this whole thing. Sure, she's just writing complaint letters for now, but who knows what she'll do in the future. Alright, I'll go get those case files. You go ahead and talk to Yoriki Owada for a while.
I heard a dog bark in game. Like, what?
Oh, hello there.
Hazel sent me to talk to you about the Ryuji case.
The Ryuji case? So you want to reinvestigate that one? That was several years ago now, but I still remember it clearly. It's pretty hard to forget something like that, especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was Takatsukasa Isamu, the younger brother of Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He was really one of a kind.
That was a tongue twister.
Decisive, brave, and smart. He was much younger than me, and already had quite a reputation. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed someone was plotting against him?
They said Ryuji was the top suspect.
People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuji saw Takatsukasa Isamu like a father. Ryuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, he had been taking odd jobs here and there. It was Isamu who really took him under his wing. Ryuji was simple and not particularly bright, but he was very loyal to those who treated him well. He's also hardworking. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to keep Ryuji by his side. Ryuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal assistant. Do you really think Ryuji would do anything to harm him?
So, then why was Ryuji convicted? Even Paimon can tell that's a mistake.
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, Ryuji received his conviction. Moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo Sara.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
What do you think, Owada?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight is poor. I can't see too clearly anymore.
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada. There's nothing to see. It's obvious that the Kujo clan did it.
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were just hearsay. There was no evidence.
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting the Kujo clan in the Tenryou Commission. But who doesn't want to be the boss, right? And Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the Takatsukasa clan to bring down the Kujo clan. At that time, no one was held in higher regard than Isamu. So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential threat. Kujo Takayuki must have been planning it all along, that rascal. Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time he retires, Isamu would have been at the apex of his political power, while Masahito and Kamaji of the Kujo clan would still have been too young. The two of them wouldn't stand a chance against Isamu. You think Kujo Takayuki would simply sit back while Isamu gained traction? So he decided to strike first.
You youngsters and your conspiracy theories.
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why would an impartial person like Madame Kujo Sara sign Ryuji's conviction so quickly? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan, so Kujo Takayuki must have told her to sign it immediately. I'm not accusing Madame Kujo Sara of anything, mind you. I respect her very much, but maybe she had no other choice.
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo Sara must have had her own reasons.
What about the real murderer who was later caught by Sango?
The guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroyama. I have to admit, he wasn't easy to track down. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even breaking a sweat. It turned out that after poisoning Isamu, Shiroyama secretly took the poison to Ryuji's place in order to frame him. Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after Shiroyama's death. He confessed everything in a testament.
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his trail. Probably because he knew it was only a matter of time before he would be caught. Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki. He took the responsibility alone. I bet Kujo Takayuki promised him a sizable compensation. After all, Shiroyama had a family to feed.
There you go again, pulling conclusions out of thin air. There wasn't any evidence of that at all.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan who invited Sango to investigate. We all knew that Ryuji was just a scapegoat. You think the Takatsukasa clan wouldn't figure that out? They're not stupid. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan and invited Sango to take the case. However, the Kujo clan were still a step ahead and were able to remove themselves from the situation before the whole thing blew up. They drove Shiroyama to take all the blame as well as his own life. A perfectly clean cut for the Kujo clan. With Shiroyama dead, there was no one left to testify. Even the Electro Archon herself wouldn't be able to do anything.
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's a wonder nobody's asked you to be an advisor yet.
Hey, that's their loss.
The whole thing is starting to sound complicated.
Hey, I brought the files. I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? But don't believe everything they say. After all, people can tell you anything. And it's hard to separate truth from rumors without facts. So what really matters is the case files. Everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Please, take a look. Remember, you may find many clues during an investigation, but not all of them are useful. And in some cases, the clues you will find will not only be useless, but downright misleading. Also, if a clue cannot corroborate anything on its own, you can always compare it with other clues, and maybe then you'll find what you're looking for. Okay, that should just about do it. I'm looking forward to your results.
Hold on. What actually counts as a result?
Usually, you need to find two things from these clues: a proven motive and proven means. Once you can confirm these two things, the criminal can be proven guilty.
I understand.
All right, you can go ahead and get started now. I look forward to hearing your verdict.
Hey, Traveler. Investigating a case isn't so easy, is it? Don't worry. I'll tell you all you need to know.
About President Sango.
Sango? The Takatsukasa clan really hired an amazing detective, didn't they? She comes to the station to submit applications every now and then, and has been constantly requesting to reinvestigate the Ryuji case. But Heizo has always prevented her from doing so. I really didn't expect that she'd go as far as writing a complaint letter, though. Phew, she's relentless. As for why Heizo Senpai has been keeping her away from the case, I think he's afraid that Sango would be putting herself in danger. After all, we're talking about the murder of an important man. That can be deep water if you're not careful. Sango may run a detective agency, but in the end, she's just an ordinary person.
So are they friends?
Well, not exactly. I've pretty much seen them argue every time they meet. But Heizo might still consider her as an old friend. I heard that he used to work with Sango. Sometimes he'd ask me to hand over less pressing cases to the detective agency. I guess he just wants to support Sango's business. Heizo Senpai is a good person, there's no doubt about that.
Don't take anything Uesugi says too seriously. Just nod along.
About Takatsukasa Isamu in Ryuji.
Oh, that. Well, let me see. Ryuji saw Takatsukasa Isamu as his foster father, that's for sure. But I can't say whether Isamu helped Ryuji without expecting anything in return. After all, Isamu was a resourceful person. A simple and naive person like Ryuji wouldn't ever be suitable as an advisor, but he could certainly be a loyal and trustworthy aide. Isamu was expecting a child of his own later. But unfortunately, he was killed before the child was ever born. Anyway, enough about all that. Aren't you here to investigate the case? You'd better get a move on.
Ryuji's testimony? A week before the incident, Master Takatsukasa Isamu caught a cold and lost his appetite. Rice was all he could eat, and he had been taking some special cold medicine. The night before the incident, he had yet to recover and was still busy with his work, so I was worried about his health. When Dr. Shirayama came to deliver the medicine, I consulted him about a health supplement. Dr. Shirayama said fish liver paste could help boost his immune system, so I went to the forensic office to retrieve some and gave it to Master Takatsukasa. But by the next day, really, Master Takatsukasa was so kind to me, I swear I wouldn't ever do that to him.
Come to think of it, Shiroyama was a forensic doctor. He could easily pull off something like this.
Shirayama's testament. I murdered Takatsukasa Isamu. I poisoned his cold medicine. Though he appeared to be honest and honorable in public, in secret he asked me to search out a new type of poison to get rid of those who opposed him. He also said that if I refused, he would have me thrown in prison. He used my family to blackmail me. He left me with no choice. I killed him with a new type of poison that I had someone purchase for me at the International Trade Association. To protect myself, I later framed my colleague Ryuji. But now it's only a matter of time before the detective uncovers everything. I know that I've made a big mistake and that there's no escaping it now. Only death awaits me. I merely ask that my family be spared.
Hey, this is the key to proving that Shiroyama was the murderer, right? That is, if he was telling the truth, of course.
The autopsy report of Takatsukasa Isamu. The deceased Takatsukasa Isamu, 41 years old, police station manager. Clothes intact at time of death, no visible trauma observed on the body, no sign of a struggle. The throat was congested and swollen, caused by a cold before his death. Local ulceration was found in the stomach and intestines, caused by a novel toxin found in the stomach contents. Stomach contents included partially undigested soft rice residue. Small volume of fish liver paste residue, the main ingredient of which is highly concentrated fish liver extract, a valuable nutritional supplement. Small volume of cold medicine residue containing a large amount of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Appears to be some specially prepared medicine from the Office of Forensic Science. Small volume of novel toxin residue, which was found to be the same toxin discovered in the homes of Ryuji and Shiroyama. Cause of death, abdominal mucous membrane disease plus respiratory and circulatory failure triggered by the novel toxin.
Yikes! He ate all kinds of stuff.
Takatsukasa Isamu's message. A note placed with Shiroyama's testament. After comparing the handwriting, it was confirmed to have been written by the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Shiroyama, long time no see. I trust the thing I asked you for is in progress. I paid a visit to your home today while you weren't around. Thankfully, your wonderful wife welcomed me in. She is a fine woman, a perfect match for you. Your wife is 5 months pregnant, I believe? Fancy that. My wife, too. I took the liberty of returning once more to provide her with some health supplements, even helped administer them to her myself. She was most grateful indeed. You will be equally grateful to me, no doubt. Then don't keep me waiting.
Takatsukasa Isamu seems like a thoughtful person, but something about the tone sounds weird.
Conviction of Ryuji. The suspect Ryuji, 20 years old, Doshin, a subordinate of the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Ryuji grew to resent his boss, Takatsukasa Isamu, following conflict at work. He then secretly bought a bottle of poison to kill him in revenge. Unused poison was later found in the suspect Ryuji's house. For the crime of premeditated murder, Ryuji is ordered to remain in temporary incarceration awaiting trial. This file shall be kept as evidence. I said some words weird. Signed, Kujo Sara.
Wow. Ryuji's conviction really was signed by Kujo Sara. But now we know she had it wrong.
Conviction of Shiroyama. The suspect Shiroyama, 22 years old, forensic doctor, a subordinate of the deceased Takatsukasa Isamu. Shiroyama grew to resent his boss, Takatsukasa Isamu, following the conflict at work. He then secretly bought a bottle of poison to kill him in revenge. Unused poison was later found in the suspect Shiroyama's office. In his testament, he confessed to having planted the poison found in Ryuji's house. For the crime of premeditated murder, Shiroyama is hereby sentenced to death. Punishment cannot be carried out as the suspect ended his own life before the execution could take place. This file shall be kept as evidence. Signed, Kujo Sara.
Huh. So Shiroyama's conviction was also signed by Kujo Sara, just like Ryuji's.
Toxicology report. Oh.
Wow.
on the toxin that caused Taketsukasa Isamu's death. An odorless, tasteless, and inert substance, soluble in water but insoluble in other substances, has the properties of a synthetic toxin. It appears as a fine white powdery substance in its normal state. Tentative name, white powder. The station has investigated the ledgers of all domestic commerce guilds. No transaction record for such an item is found.
A synthetic toxin? What's that?
Research log from the Office of Forensic Science? It's blank. Looks like someone tore out a few pages.
Huh? That's weird. There's nothing here. This must be some of the false information that Hazel told us to look out for.
So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion?
Nothing. Yes I did.
Really? You found the criminal's motive and means that quickly? Awesome. Alright, let's talk about the motive first. What clue reveals the criminal's motive?
Oh. It really is Shirayama's testament.
Just Shirayama's testament?
Man, I'd be a horrible
Of
detective.
his motives, this alone is not enough. He could have been lying. We need evidence to prove what he said is true. Perhaps you should give it some more thought.
Oh.
Excellent work. According to the victim's message, the two had deep conflicts. Although we cannot confirm whether the poison had been requested by the victim or not, it is true that Isamu used Shiroyama's family to blackmail him. Such circumstances could be enough motive for Shiroyama to commit the crime.
But wasn't Takatsukasa Isamu good to Shirayama? He even went to Shirayama's house to bring health supplements. But maybe he didn't really bring health supplements. Maybe it was something bad.
Is that what you think, Paimon? Well, we later found out that what Takatsukasa Isamu sent to Shiroyama's house was indeed health supplements. But if you consider the circumstances, what he sent wasn't important. What was important is that sending the supplements was actually a dangerous signal. Isamu was essentially implying, I can put anything in your wife's supplements at any time. If you really care about her safety, then get me what I want.
So scary! Your assumption sounds like a real threat. You're not really that dark inside, are you?
You don't really catch criminals by standing in the light, do you?
True.
Basically, these
Hey,
two
welcome back,
clues
Rick.
work to
I was
verify
watching
each other,
TV.
and the murderer's motive is confirmed. Now, all that's left is the means of the crime.
I mean, anyone can drug drinks easily. But why? Aphrodisiac? Because you could... Oh my gosh. Why? Ugh.
Next, which clue confirms the criminal's means? So, what did you find? Have you come to a conclusion?
Yes, I did. Research log from the Office of Forensic Science. No. This one.
Bingo. The autopsy
The series
report
ended.
confirms that the
You're
cause of
sad.
death
What was
a
the
special
series?
Toxin. The testament indicates that Shiroyama used his position as a forensic expert to mix the toxin into the cold medicine taken by the deceased. But is that really the truth? Is it not possible that the toxin was mixed into the fish liver paste? Well, according to the toxicology report, this white powder only dissolves in
Wait,
water.
Murder Drones is over
Neither ice
now?
nor the fish
Like it's
liver
officially
paste
over,
could be
they're not
used as a
continuing
carrier
it?
of the toxin.
Because I watched the pilot for
Cold
Murder
medicine
Drones. I
was the
stumbled
only
upon it
option.
last year. It's really good. Oh man. So the series is over. It's like, wow. It was just a one-season series, was it?
Putting the poison elsewhere would not only fail
Dang, I need to watch it. I liked the animation style of Murder Drones, and I think it was pretty funny. It's just I prefer the Amazing Digital Circus more. I don't think... No, episode... No, they haven't released the third episode yet.
Add that to the motive for the crime and...
Today? Wait, what? New episode of The Amazing Digital Circus came out today?
Shiroyama.
Yep, pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say? Look, I really don't know what Sango is so suspicious about.
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut. Huh. You could say it's almost too clear cut.
Wait, I still have some questions.
Oh? Well, let's hear them. Maybe I have answers. What's bugging you?
No, you just watched Murder Drone's finale today. Oh, yeah. Why is the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? Did someone tear out some pages?
This also puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want us being privy to the content inside, or maybe Shiroyama tore a bunch of pages out by accident. But regardless, this isn't essential to the case. Like I said before, a lot of what comes up in an investigation is irrelevant information. The crucial elements are Shiroyama's motive and means, which we have established.
The toxicology report mentioned that this poison isn't sold anywhere in Izuma, but Shiroyama's testament said that it was bought at the International Trade Association.
Maybe the report was wrong. The International Trade Association is a gathering place for merchants from all over. Countless merchants pass through the port of Rito every day. It's natural for there to be a couple of missing records here or there.
Based on the convictions written by Kujo Sara for Ryuji and Shiroyama, the two committed the same crime. Why are their punishments different?
Very nice. Top marks for attention to detail. It doesn't have any real bearing on the case, but let me explain how that works for you. So, why would Madame Kujo Sara sign one conviction sentencing Ryuji to temporary incarceration awaiting trial, and another conviction sentencing Shiroyama to death? You may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up, the Kujo clan higher-ups were in dire need of a scapegoat to keep the Takatsukasa clan off their backs. In less than a week, the conviction was drafted, sent to Madame Kujo Sara, and signed. Allegedly, she knew what it was about as soon as she saw it, and signed it with no questions asked.
Wait, what? No, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. What?
You may have heard some rumors back at the station.
I zoned out. I just realized I didn't let Hazel finish the last part of this dialogue.
A scapegoat to keep the Takatsukasa clan off their backs. And poor Ryuji became the successful candidate. But anyone who buys this story clearly doesn't know that much about Madame Kujo Sara. She's the most principled person in the entire Tenryou Commission, for goodness sake. So, how would she respond to a case filled with unanswered questions and no confession from the suspect?
Oh, you mean...
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuji's conviction from the death sentence to temporary incarceration. Ryuji escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo Sara not changed his sentence, Sango would have been seeking justice for a dead man.
Why was Sara so lenient with Ryuji?
That's the wrong question. This wasn't about Ryuji, but Madame Kujo Sara's principles. The conviction could have been for a Ryuji, a Guji, heck, even a Tanuki, and she would have made the same decision. Given the enormous pressure she was under at the time, I'd say she did the most she could. Don't you think?
Pressure? Really? Was someone higher up putting pressure on Sara?
The pressure came from all sides. The deceased was the leader of the police station and the rising star of the Takatsukasa clan. All eyes were on this case. How this became reduced to the unimaginative rumor that Madame Kujo Sara convicted Ryuji under pressure from her superiors, I have no idea.
Ugh. Rumors here, conspiracy theories there. Lies at every turn.
Fortunately, Madame Kujo Sara works in an open and transparent manner and pays no heed to rumors like this. She just rolls her eyes and forgets all about them.
How do you know?
Just because she has never publicly clarified the truth doesn't mean she was hiding anything. So when I asked her about it, saying it was relevant to a case I was working on, she just told me how it was. Believe me, in this case, more than any other, I have checked every last detail. Well, I've answered all your lingering questions, and you've checked all the material.
Murder Drones is
the
over.
has.
Sag.
So, what do you think? Case closed?
You lost. You didn't lose everything. You got action, time in it, and all the Hoyoverse games.
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up. But then again, Hazel did give us all the files the police station had. Ugh.
They're but ash in comparison? Oh. We've seen everything that the police station has. Now I see the problem.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
At the detective agency, you told Sango I've disclosed everything the police station has on the case. When we started to look at the files, you said to us everything laid out here is all that the police station has about the case. Just now you said it again. You've checked all the material the police station has.
Right! Why do you keep emphasizing police station every single time?
You tell me. Why do I keep emphasizing police station every time?
Because you're trying to hint that there is other information that the police station doesn't have.
So we're finally here, huh? I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early. That would have been a real shame. Not alive. You finally saw through my little game. You're absolutely right.
I don't know. I don't know about that, Rick. Hazel could probably be swinging both ways for all I know.
It's my own evidence. And this evidence should help answer a couple of your questions more clearly. Why was the research log from the Office of Forensic Science blank? And where did the white powder come from?
Aha! Paimon knew you were keeping secrets!
Too late.
Don't you have secrets too?
No. Nope. Definitely not.
Let's talk somewhere else. This isn't the best place for this discussion.
Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
This is a quiet spot. Let's talk here. All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all along. The torn out pages from the research log of the Office of Forensic Science.
Great! But Paimon can't believe you kept this a secret all this time!
It's not like you think. I wasn't the one who tore out the pages. Look, just read it over first.
Forensic Office Research Log Excerpt. Acidic nutrients extracted from the Sunsetia were mixed with the oil extracted from the fish liver. When the mixture was purified, the formation of a fine, powdery substance was observed. Over the course of a week, forest boars to whom the substance had been administered suffered first from damaged and diseased skin mucous membranes, followed by respiratory failure, then death. The mixing and purification procedures was then repeated, but replacing the Sunsetia with concentrated Sunsetia juice and the fish liver with concentrated fish liver paste. A large quantity of the powdery substance was produced. When forest boars were administered this dose, the time to death was reduced from 1 week to a few hours. See appendix for lethal dose analysis. Researcher Shirayama.
Finished? Do you see now? The method used by the perpetrator to commit his crime wasn't by putting the white powder in the cold medicine.
He put it in the fish liver paste.
Oh, wait, what? Where'd you conjure that answer up from? Try again.
My bad. The cold medicine and the fish liver paste were mixed to form the white powder.
That's correct.
I was not using my brain. I'm sorry, Hazo.
As a forensic doctor, he provided a special cold medicine for Takatsukasa Isamu. The autopsy report showed that this medicine contained a high volume of acidic fruit and vegetable extracts. Then, he tricked Ryuji into sending fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu. When the two substances were taken together, a toxic dose of the substance formed in his body. This is the real modus operandi.
Oh, that's awful! One was medicine, and the other was an expensive nutritional supplement. Both completely harmless.
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, poof, that's it.
Why didn't Shirayama admit this in his testament? There was no need for him to hide it.
It was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind him.
Huh. You mean there was someone else pulling the strings?
Aren't you curious where I found these pages from the research log? It was in Kujo Takayuki's secret warehouse. After I found the missing pages, I did some digging around and found out that Shiroyama had worked for Kujo Takayuki before joining the police station. The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with funds to study forensic science. I guess you could say that Kujo Takayuki's investment paid dividends in this case. Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. Kujo Takayuki had lost his grip on power, and the Tenryo Commission was undergoing a general reshuffle. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo Sara put me in charge of building a case against Kujo Takayuki. I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in his secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating about that, of course, but I still took the trouble to open each and every package until finally, I had to concede that this really was just a huge stash of fish liver paste. But then, underneath the floor tiles, where the fish liver paste was stacked, I found a secret compartment with this torn-off research report lying inside.
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuji all along. What a nasty piece of work.
Let's review the whole case from the top. First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor and asked him to develop a special poison on his behalf. But Shiroyama was already working for the Kujo clan, so he refused. Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted Shiroyama's arm by making a veiled threat to harm his family. All Shiroyama could do was to secretly report everything to Kujo Takayuki. When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder once it was fully developed. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste to Takatsukasa Isamu on Shiroyama's orders, completely unaware of the fact that he was being used as a pawn and that this was a key ingredient needed to create the poison. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy, until the death sentence was stalled when it reached Madame Kujo Sara. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous that the truth would get out, so he threw Shiroyama to the wolves, hounding him to death and erasing all traces of contact between the two. And yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy, that Takayuki. He must have wanted to have it on hand just in case he needed to employ it again in the future and make someone else disappear.
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic. We've got to report this to A. Whatever his current punishment is, it needs to be 10 times worse.
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Even I can think of 100 excuses. Besides, Ryuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu's death by delivering the fish liver paste to him. The fact that he was unaware of the true nature of the situation doesn't matter.
But he's still innocent, right? Isn't it just a coincidence? Paimon really doesn't get how the law works.
Legally
Unfortunately,
speaking, the judge would most likely rule
kind
that
of
it was accidental.
complicated.
But in practice, Ryuji may still have to end up shouldering some responsibility.
So
I had a friend that went
he's
through something
been hiding
similar.
the truth all this time to protect Ryuji.
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. My biggest worry is that Ryuji would struggle to cope if he knew the truth. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. That's why he thought of Takatsukasa Isamu as a father figure. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually a good person, or if Sango just hired him as a gopher, or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him.
So, why are you revealing the truth to me today?
Well, as you can see, I'm a little less confident than people might think. To prevent Ryuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But by doing so, have I held him back? Did I do the right thing? I couldn't turn to anyone for help, and everyone around me thinks I'm so smart that I should just be able to handle every case on my own. Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, "Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Heizo, no problem's too difficult for you." But you're different. Unlike them, You don't have that kind of prejudice towards me. You've traveled far and wide and have had all kinds of experiences. It must have taught you a lot. Most importantly, my intuition tells me that you're someone special, that I can trust you and that you can help me. Right? So, I'd like you to be the one to decide whether we should expose the truth or not.
What porn game is it? I need to think about that.
You don't need to tell me what you decide, and you certainly don't need to decide right now. Let's just say I'm leaving this teensy tiny matter up to you. Alright, let's head back
Just
to
captured
the
the same
detective
priest
agency.
like 6
You can
times.
mull it over
None of
on
the
your
characters you wanted? Oh,
Once
sorry to
you've
see
made up your
that.
mind, just tell Ryuji and Sango your verdict.
I wonder if I get 2 endings from this. Personally, I think I would tell Ryuji.
Hey, Traveler. Hey, Detective Hazo. You're back already, huh? I bet you're tired. Well, I just bought some tonkatsu. Care to join me? There's plenty for everyone.
We'd love to. But wouldn't you like to hear the results of our investigation first?
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the results, we might not have anything to eat later.
Come on, Ryuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's conclusion first.
Okay then. Over to you, Hazel and Traveler.
Don't worry, just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts you, as do I.
Good luck, Ryuji. Detective Hazo hid some evidence. The truth of the matter is, you tell them the whole truth about the Ryuji case.
But how? How could this be?
Huh. So, that's what really happened?
Ryuji, I know it's hard to accept, but...
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomach ache. Sango, can I take the day off?
Sure, of course. Take the week if you need it.
Ryuji runs away in a fluster.
Oh, Paimon hopes Ryuji will be okay.
I didn't expect things to turn out like...
Just give him some time to himself. I think he'll eventually come to accept it.
Hold on.
I didn't expect things to turn out like this. I'm still a little worried, though. What if he doesn't come to work tomorrow?
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango. You need some time to process all of this, too.
I'm at a loss for words right now. Please, just leave me be.
That's what you get for being a jerk to Hazo. I'm not kidding. Like, that's what you get. Like sometimes, like Zhongli's story quest about like the god of salt. Like sometimes the punishment is the truth. There are like 70 characters with hentai scenes when couch. How did I get them? The god of salt. Yeah, that was a part of Zhongli's story quest. It was Zhongli's first story quest where he joined him, the Traveler, and Paimon went to inspect the god of salt, like to look up the truth behind the god of salt's demise. And it turns out the god of salt was killed by her own people, and some rumor she was killed by her own people when everyone thought she wasn't killed by her own people. So it was a goddess of salt, but unfortunately, she just wasn't strong enough to protect the people, and the people turned on her, and it was a sad story.
Ah, you're here. Don't worry. Ryuji came earlier this morning. I guess he can handle a lot more than I'd thought. I was honestly worried he'd suffer a breakdown, but as of today, it seems he'll be fine.
Is he not here?
He went over to Natsuke Nogen Crafts to buy something.
Let's go find him then. Shall we?
Before you go, Hazo, I kind of understand now what you meant when you left.
Oh, really? I'm happy to hear you say that. All right, time to find Ryuji.
I do agree that some things should be hidden, and I also agree that there are some things that should be revealed when the time is right. And I feel like this is one of those things where it was revealed when the time was right, because if it happened during the case, oh lord, it'd be like crazy. But several years later, I feel like there's buffer for Ryuji to accept it, you know? Hopefully, Ryuji isn't going too far, because if I do commission quests in Inazuma, I have to report to Ryuji.
Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
Look! There's Ryuji! With a little kid, too!
Takatsukasa Chika?
Is he buying our toys? Uncle Ryuji, was my daddy handsome? I've never seen what he looked like.
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was a very handsome man. Also, it's not uncle. Call me brother.
But you look so old.
Dang!
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh? How come?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh? Who are you guys?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuji.
What the fudge,
And your
Rit?
father, too.
Oh, really? Yay! I've met loads of my daddy's friends today. Can you tell me some stories about him? I really want to hear them.
Sure. Why, I know enough stories about your old man that if I started talking now, you'd be all grown up before I finished them.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I don't want to grow up too soon then. Maybe when I'm 100. No, 200 years old. No, 300 years old.
What the fudge?
Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before I become a grown-up, so that I can make sure I finish all the stories first.
Wow, Chica, you have some grand designs in your future. The famous detective's principles. Some things will always be more important than the truth. Okay, that was good. Is there has to be an alternate ending to that. There has to be. Oh, that's the other answer. Wow. Wow. So you just lie to them. Alright, cool.
Hey, traveler.
Sango was wrong about Heizo, and the murderer was indeed Shirayama.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case. Please rest in peace, Master Takatsukasa.
No, impossible. Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file carefully?
Trust me, I did.
Ugh, no, you little chicken-knowing Heizo. You didn't pull any shenanigans on the Traveler, did you?
Sango, no accusations without evidence, remember?
The truth is out and the case is closed, Sango. Please don't send any more of your harassment letters to the Tenryo Commission. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler. I'll be sure to properly thank you later. Until then, see ya.
Hey, you're not going anywhere!
There's one secret that only we know of. Alright, the last one. Wait. Huh? Oh my gosh. There was an alternate ending to this. Oh, there was an alternate ending to this. Why is there an alternate ending to this? Someone needs to answer my question. Why is there an alternate ending to the Arataki Ito, like, cringe fest? Someone needs to explain this to me in a way that I can understand.
Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter!
It's almost time. Everyone ready? All right, then let's get this show started.
Oh, I can't wait, Mr.
Ito, keep an eye out for Etsu and Iba. Oh!
Aha! Etsu and Iba! So that's what's going on here. You two are the scam artists. You put on this damsel in distress and elderly grandma.
Okay, so this is the actual ending we should have accepted.
Tricks to get my attention. Then you dangled the bait in front of me, waiting for me to bite. Darn it! I knew it. Who in their right mind would give away Oni Kabuto for free, let alone 10,000 of them? It's too good to be true, and that's how I know you're the scam artists. You got a lot of nerve trying to scam a Doshin. You're coming with me, and you'll give a full confession if you know what's good for you.
Finally, with the help of his intuition and a little guidance from beyond the void, Doshin Arataki successfully avoided being defrauded. Not only that, but he asked a critical question. Who in their right mind would give away Oni Kabuto for free? I ask you all, is there such a thing as free Oni Kabuto? Free Mora? Or does nothing in life come for free? All right, remember, it takes years to make a fortune, but only a moment to lose it all to a scam artist. Thank you once again for watching. Heizo Talks Fraud. Stay alert, everybody, and see you again next time.
The show ends on a high note with thunderous applause.
So, how's my acting? I think I did just fine without a script. Those two would-be scam artists need to up their game if they want to have a chance of taking me down.
Hello? Without that hint from the Traveler, you would have handed that cash away without a second thought.
Right, yeah. I should thank him for the timely hint. But I pretty much knew off the bat that something fishy was about to go down, so, it was just a matter of time before I saw right through their scam. Seriously, oldest trick in the book. Who's gonna fall for that?
Old tricks they may well be, but the reason they've stood the test of time is that the ideal victim is always out there somewhere. People who are behind on the times, naive, socially isolated, or have cognitive deficiencies. Just because they don't always get noticed doesn't mean they're not there.
I am a victim of fraud, so I can agree with what Hazel said. It's
10,000
fact.
fish will escape, but they only need one catch for them to win and for us to lose.
Well, no more losing from now on. Not with me here to protect everyone. I think we can all agree that my performance today shows I'm savvy enough to keep the scammers at bay.
Don't be too confident. Anyway, Ito, my old... What was it again? Ah, yes, bro. Here's the reward you were promised.
Ah, music to my ears. Emperor Oni Kabuto, come to Papa.
Ito opens the box that Hazel handed him.
Oh, look at those sharp horns and those beautiful stripes. Well, hold on. Hazel, my hombre, why won't it move? Hey, bud, move! Oh no, I think this one might have, joined the big beetle battle in the sky.
It's a figurine, so not the moving kind.
What? A figure? So, it's a fake?
Man alive, you seem a little surprised. Wait, you didn't actually think this was a real Oni Kabuto, did you? No, surely not. Ito, old chap, you must have seen from the photograph that it was a figurine. Don't tell me you didn't notice. Really?
You little punk! Give me my Emperor Oni Kabuto now!
Oh, I like Hazel's face. Hey, Zane! Oh my gosh, hey! Hi, how are you? Thanks for the first time chat. Oh my gosh! How have you been? Oh my gosh, it took me a moment. I was like, Zane, what's up? Oh! How's everything been? How's your streams? How's your streams been? Free Oni Kabuto lunch? Is there such a thing as free Oni Kabuto, or does nothing in life come for free? What the heck? Oh, what? It's that VTuber you were bothering. Yeah, no, I remember you. Don't worry, I remember you, Zane. I remember. It's like, oh shoot. Yeah, no, Rit, this is yeah. Rit, you should go and support Zane, please. Anyone that's ever watching my streams, please support Zane. Zane is an awesome dude. Yo, check him out. But yeah, how's everything been? No, support yourself? Bro, I'm supporting myself with, like, Genshin. Don't worry. I want to help you. Zane, you deserve the love. Hush you. Hush you. Hush you! You deserve the love, Zane! Okay, done. Thank you for supporting Zane, Rit. Thank you so much. But yeah, what were you doing?
If you are presently unoccupied, perhaps we could stop.
Oh, I'm sorry, Zane. Was there a problem with that? Was there a problem with me? Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let me do it. Let me just do it again. Let's mulligan it, okay? No, Zane. Support you. Oh, hold on. Let me full screen you. Dude, Zane, you deserve all the love in the world. Follow this virtual tuber, this amazing person here. There you go, I did it for you. Zoom in, takes laptop, puts it in my face. Oh my gosh. Mod check banned the streamer. Bro, none of my mods are on stream chat. In fact, I think they're busy. Alright, you're gonna eat dinner? Alright, thank you for joining the stream, Red. Have a good rest of your night. Oh! I have mods, believe it or not. They just don't appear in my streams. Also, what the freak? Oh, it is the box. Okay, cool. Return. Okay, I think I did all the hangout events for Hazo. Did I? Let's see. Ah, that's right. I need to accept these. Okay. Well, what should I do? Let's see. How do I check? Hope I've been doing well. Didn't get sick after the con and everything. Oh no. I've been doing okay. I did not get sick after the con, so yeah. Who's my favorite in Genshin? Oh, well, Zane, I'm glad you asked. Alright, don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Please don't judge me. Alright, let me put this out there. That Genshin was like the first ever game where I had to actually research and do my stuff, okay? So don't judge me when I show you my characters. Okay. Ignore all the level 40s. Ignore all that stuff, okay? Just purge that from your mind. My favorite right now is Cloran. Cloran's my favorite right now. Shenyan is my beater. Let me show you my Shenyan. So, of course, I got Shenyan's weapon, Crane's Echoing Call. But as you can tell, I really did wail for her because, yeah, no, she's a Constellation level 6. And the last thing I need to do, actually, is level up her normal attack talent. So, yeah, I'm almost done maxing out, this one. Oh, wait! Darn it! It's only on Saturdays. Okay, so... yeah. No, I get that. You see 6 Zhongli when he first was released too? You do you? Well, Zhongli is great though, back then. I think he's still relevant today though. But yeah, no. Shenyan is great. I really wailed on Shenyan because I really wanted a Genshin character that would help me easily traverse Teyvat. And when I saw what Shenyan did, I was like, I need her. She's literally like Super Mario. Like, look, she has a triple jump. It made it so much easier for me to get treasure chests, to get lost oculi, all that crazy stuff. So, yeah, of course I was like, I had to. And unfortunately, I didn't learn the concept of refinement rank until 2 days before the banner ended. So, if Shenyan comes back and her weapon banner's up, I am wailing. I want a R5 Crane's Echoing Calls. Yeah, triple jump. You can also triple jump in midair. And you get to do it twice in succession before you have a 12-second cooldown, I think. I think that's when it's fully upgraded, because as you saw for the talents, fully upgraded. Like, fully upgraded. So, I love it. Like, Shenyan is my DPS healer, and I love her so much. So, yeah, the whale power, that took like a full check. Like, it took a full check, and before I knew it, I was putting myself in debt. So I was like, oh, oops. Okay. Oh, I did want to use... wait, hold on. Let's see. Talents, because I can't... oh. Can I do this one? Let me see. It's on Fridays, baby! Let's do this one. Wait, hold on. Let me... go. There. But yeah, how's your Fridays, eh? Everything cool? Just chilling, just relaxing. Oops. Oops. Okay. But yeah, as you can tell, I kind of just do my own thing on my streams, and I'm just pretty chill about it, so. Oh yeah! In addition to how your Friday was, what have you been up to other than that? Oh, you're in the future because Asia. Oh, you better head out to touch grass this Saturday. Saw your live, want to say hi. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, thank you so much for stopping by to say hi. Hope you have a wonderful Saturday, Zane. Thank you for jumping in to say hi. Enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for joining stream.
Hunt them down. Into the shadows.
Oh, whoops. No.
No one escapes my sight.
Ready.
Good luck, Genshin. I'll try to catch. Oh, yeah. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Time to testify. Seize the skies. Yeah. Scatter. Scatter. Yeah. Skyward. Skyward. Yeah. 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 Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah.
Wipe out. Let it rain.
Skyward. Scatter. Into the shadows. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Stray clouds converge. Skyward, scatter. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Scatter.
But yeah, no, that Hazo hangout event was quite long. I actually was like, oh man, that's taking a long while. Because I was planning on putting more effort and time into Zenless Zone Zero, but I guess that's not going to be the case. Oh shoot. I still have Bond of Life, son of a biscuit. Doink.
Seize the skies. Yeah. Scatter. Skyward. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Skyward. Yeah. Loaded. Shit, time to testify. Make way for the Adeptus! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward!
Alright, I am going to use Lake Bathroom and I shall be back. Well, I just got called out. As I was coming back from refilling my water bottle, my mom was watching the Greg Gutfield show, and she was like, get over here, quick! And I gotta zoom in for this one. And she's like, check that out. And literally just now, the Greg Gutfield show, it was just like a statistic, and it was like, least attractive hobbies of men according to women or something like that. And top one is guys playing video games. Next, below that, collecting figurines. And I didn't even remember what the last two statistics were, and I was like, dang, I just got called out. Guess I'm never getting a girlfriend. Alright, let's move on. Gotta get used to the non-girlfriend life, unfortunately. Ugh. As you probably can tell, I have an inferiority complex, and I have a history with girls, so it's like a... Hey, Beam, hi, welcome to the stream. What? Are you okay? You're bleeding when you left the arcade today? Bro, that's concerning. You good? Like, what? Whoa, what? Are you being taken care of right now? Like, why did you just jump in and say that?
No one escapes my sight. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Seize the skies. Skyward, scatter. Here, scatter. Skyward, skyward, scatter. Skyward, here, skyward, scatter. Here, skyward, here, skyward. Skyward, scatter.
Ow, ow, ow. Switch to Chloran, please.
Time to testify. Stray clouds converge. Scatter. Skyward. Scatter.
Yes, you're home? Okay, that's good that you're home, but are you okay? Have you been taken care of? So you were bleeding after the arcade. Like, where were you bleeding from? Like, you don't just jump into someone's stream and just say, hey, I just want to let you know I was bleeding from the arcade. Like, that's cause for concern, Beam. What the fudge? What the absolute duck, bro? Why would you start off by saying that?
Scatter. Skyward. Scatter. Skyward. No escape. Loaded. Hunt them down.
Oh.
Water jet. Into the shadows. Make way for the Adeptus. Scatter. Here. Scatter. Skyward. Scatter. Skyward. Skyward. Here.
Oh, that reminds me. I need to check up on some of my friends. Something crazy happened to some of my... Something crazy happened to some of my friends Wednesday, and I need to follow up with them, so...
Time to testify. Ready.
Nice. Wrong way.
Skyward. Scatter.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the domain, because I want to see... Can I face Andreas again? Is that a daily thing I could do? Let's see. Let's go... Oh, remaining attempts to claim treasure. Oh, okay. So I can keep doing this domain then. Okay. Because I thought, like, that was like, oh, you can do it every day type of deal. But if it's like a once a week type thing, sure. I'm glad to know that I can take out Andreas. gonna start using my resin more now.
Skyward, scatter, yeah. Seize the skies. Skyward, scatter. Skyward, scatter, yeah. Scatter. Skyward, scatter, yeah. Scatter. Skyward.
Would be you were running to your mom to tell him was coming, but tripped over the small water pipes outside the arcade. Oh shoot. Ooh, that must have been pretty nasty. Well, I'm sorry to see that you tripped. Always be careful when running. Be wary where you're running too. Like, what was bleeding? Was it your leg? Was it your mouth? You know, because you could have probably fallen on your face. Jeez. Well, either way, if you are okay and being taken care of, that's what matters.
No escape. Get him.
Stray clouds converge. Scatter. Scatter. Skyward. Skyward. Scatter. Scatter. Scatter.
Wipe out!
Hunt them down. Moving.
You were lifting your hand and right knees, and yes, it was your left hand and right knees. Oh, okay. You're being taken care of? Okay, that's a relief to hear, Bean. Thank you for updating me about your situation. Thank you for confiding in me about your situation, and I hope your recovery is efficient and that you are in better condition so you can do more Dance Rush Stardom. And also, may this be a lesson to be careful where you're going. Like, how did you trip? Like, were you just like going and you just were you just not paying attention where you were going? Is that what happened? Yikes.
No one escape.
Ready. Hunt them down.
Water jet!
There we go. Oh dang, Cloran can run. Yes. Oh, so you were not paying attention. Pay attention next time.
Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward!
Yeah! Go!
Stray clouds converge! Skyward! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! 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 Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah!
No escape. Go, go.
Moving. Time to testify. Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Yeah! Make way for the Adeptus! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward! 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 Scatter!
Oh, your mom is helping to take care of you? Okay, that's good. Well, thank you, Bean's mom, for taking care of Bean. And again, be more mindful in the future, Bean. Haha! It's all that youthful energy, basically. Because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was probably like you, Bean, when I was your age. Man, I am old enough to say that.
Hunt them down.
No one escapes my sight.
Go!
Seize the skies! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Skyward!
Oh, second story about Bean's mom? Oh, yeah, right?
Make way for the objective. Skyward! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter! Yeah! Scatter!
Alright. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. And let's go ahead and just level up a talent of yours. Let's see. I'm pretty... Oh, I need to go to a crafting bench. Let's go to a crafting bench real quick. Might as well upgrade one of Chlorian's talents. Why not? Okay, so... I can only do one of these, unfortunately. Oh, so I only have one. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, Everamber, Transfigured Dreams, yeah. Actually, hold on. Chlorian. Oh, I don't want to use the tears. I don't want to use the Dream Solvent. That's what it's called. I don't want to use the Dream Solvent for Chlorian. I'm going to use it for Shinyan. Might as well do... Because it's almost there. It just needs... Because I know if you don't have a Constellation level 6 Genshin character, then the max the talent can go is 10. So... You know what? I might as well do this one. Alright, let's... It's Philosophies of Justice, I think. No, I don't want to make that. Alright, Philosophies of Justice, Philosophies of Justice. Order... Justice. Okay. I just need 4, so I just need to craft 3. Ooh, got a bonus. Nice. Okay. Just enough. Just enough. Talents. We're gonna go ahead and level you up. Why not? Okay. And that's gonna be it. Alright, guys. So that's going to be it for the Genshin Impact portion of the stream. Let us... wait, also, let me check out some notices. Let's check out some notices, guys. Guide to Wondrous Sights. Oh, it's a web event! Oh, I need to do that. Web event off to... Wait, there are 2 of them? Guide to Wondrous Sights, the web event for Genshin Impact's new character, Mualani, is now available. And then web event off we go to the Natlan of Pyro, to the Nation of Pyro. Now online, take part and obtain Primo Gems and other in-game rewards. Cheer for the Sacred Flame Pilgrimage to receive 3 new weapons. Oh wow, Version Satisfaction Survey. Oh, I'm probably gonna do that later. Yeah, the special. I didn't know there were like 2 of them. All right, I'll do those off stream.
If you are present.
Yeah, I'll do those off stream. All right. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Yeah. All right.